and a really big touchscreen for the biggest jams. And qualify for up to $7,500 in tax credit with the Equinox EV. Unlock the tech and the value with the 2025 Equinox EV, America's most affordable over 315-mile range EV. And Chevrolet, together.
Oregon and Oklahoma State just gone final in Eugene. This was an absolute rout from the get-go. Oregon scored touchdowns on 2 of its first 3 snaps from scrimmage. Noah Whittington there for a 59-yard touchdown. They went over 300 yards rushing and passing. Less than a minute later, this was the first play of the next drive. Dante Moore, Corian Moore, the outstanding freshman wide receiver. Longest pass play for Oregon in a year. 65 yards there. They're up 41-3 at the half. And then they had pick sixes on successive pass plays from Oklahoma State. 69-3. The Ducks win at their 17th straight home win. I mean, this is a power conference opponent, Howard, and they absolutely obliterated them.
Oregon, first of all, each one of these teams is playing at a little different level, right? And they need to show something and go out and prove something. This Oregon team right now is as explosive as we've watched. I mean, the way they handle games from the first quarter to the fourth quarter, the amount of people that they are playing is outstanding. The speed and athleticism, this is a special team. They are putting it together.
To your point, they had 12 different players carry the ball in this game, 10 different players catch the ball. I mean, it was as big a mismatch as you will find, again, at that level against a program. I know Oklahoma State had a really bad year last year, and they might be fixing to have another one this year. But, I mean, it's a pretty good program.
That's a good program.
Recent history, and they just got destroyed.
It wasn't even close.
Yeah.
It wasn't close.
Yeah.
It wasn't close. We just need to move on.
We do, and we're going to. To Illinois and Duke, which in the end wasn't all that close either, which says a lot about the Illini. We pick it up here midway through the third quarter. About Hank Beatty off to a fabulous start.
He's off to an unbelievable start. Career day. He's getting it done.
He broke Red Grange's school punt return single game record last week. He had 153 all-purpose yards in this game. Luke Altmaier to Colin Dixon here. How about 45-19 against a pretty good Duke team? 6th straight win back to last year, tied for the longest streak in the nation for Luke Altmaier and company.
Defense played awesome today. I don't know if it was 3 or 4 takeaways or it was something. It was a lot. 5. It was 5 takeaways. Yeah, I mean, you win the turnover battle by 5 points, whatever you want to call it. Like, you got a good chance to win. And in the second half, we found ways to just lean on them and bring the Big Ten, kind of down here to the ACC in the South. A lot of physicality and a lot of execution out there today in that second half for sure. We knew it'd be a tough game. It's a good team. 9 wins last year. They're going to win a lot of games. The quarterback's a really good player. And but we found a way to kind of maximize some of those turnovers, not all of them, and got to get better. Start with me for sure.
Well, that was really the difference in this game. I mean, early on in this game, Duke was owning the line of scrimmage. Illinois' offensive line was struggling. But Duke made a lot of mistakes, and Illinois didn't make any mistakes. They played such a clean game. And ultimately it caught up to Duke. And then in the second half, Illinois able to run it a little bit better and took more control of the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this is one of those teams we get an opportunity to sit in meetings and really get a chance to see what's going on behind the scenes. And we know that this is a well-coached team. They're not going to beat themselves, and we watched that happen. They were able to overcome mistakes and take advantage of the mistakes that Duke made. We knew this was going to be a tough game for them to go in and really compete, going on the road. But this is, again, one of those games that the Illinois team needed for where they are right now, because they've been heaped so much praise. Everybody's talking about this as a playoff team. Well, they needed to go on the road and prove it and had a little adversity that they needed to overcome.
They did prove it. I mean, to me, there were 2 games that you kind of circled for Illinois to, hey, let's see where this thing stands 4 weeks in. It's this game, and it's the game at Indiana to open up Big Ten play. They passed this one with flying colors. I mean, there's a great chance, Howard. They were number 11 this week. There's a great chance they get into the top 10 for the first time since 2001. I mean, this has a chance to be a special season.
And another one of those opportunities for them to go back and evaluate the film and know that there's still areas where they have to be able to improve and they have to play better. And that's always a great position to be if you're a coaching staff when you're coming off a win.
And that's probably the offensive line, first and foremost, gave up 4 sacks, 10 tackles for loss. They've given up 7 sacks now through 2 games. I mentioned they get Indiana in a couple of weeks. They play Western Michigan next week. Indiana was taking on Kennesaw State today. First quarter, Fernando Mendoza, Elijah Surratt.
He's putting a career together.
He was at St. Francis of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
3
a lot
years
of people
ago.
missed.
I guess, man. Omar Cooper, how about this run, Howard?
That's pretty good, right? Talk about the balance, able to finish it off. Look at his teammates. Blocking down the field for him is always an impressive thing. That's how these long runs actually happen.
56-9, the Hoosiers get to 2-0. They got Indiana State before that game against Illinois. Minnesota, you want to talk about a
thrashing?
Yeah, that. There are a lot of words you can use for it.
Some not for television.
We got the highlights coming up.
And Doug.
Imagine if we could tell everyone here that Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds.
Oh, bad guys. We got all kinds of craziness going on. Gabe's working. I'm oversleeping. I'm still getting set up here, but I think we'll be good to go in a minute.
Pay for what you need.
Gabe should be back around, I don't know. He thought maybe not until the third quarter, but I think end of the second, maybe halftime. Depending on how soon this starts.
Not like my dad.
And
New toasted sandwiches at Jimmy John's.
how many damn commercials they're going to have this week.
Whether you are running a complex manufacturing site, powering a city's changing energy and utility needs, or maintaining a large fleet of aircraft.
Yeah, I'm always excited, bro. What are you talking about?
Industrial AI
That's all I do is get fired up.
orchestrates data and adds capabilities to your business.
Especially for Akron, you know what I mean?
You can thrive and grow. IFS.ai, award-winning asset and service management software.
Gatorade has the #1 proven
I'm not as
electrolyte blend.
I'm not as fired up as Joey Branham because I haven't been drinking green tea all goddamn day, but
so you can lose more sweat and earn a place in history. Gatorade.
I'm
Is it in
nowhere
you?
ready.
It was a fantastic Saturday of football. That's the difference between winning and losing. I thought it was a gutting one.
The Final Drive, tonight on the Big Ten Network.
What up, Brady?
The future of work helps bring more dreams
What it
within
do?
reach.
Labor Day's not over till I say it's over, with more free at Bob Mills.
So I've been trying to get into this encore dinner at the Garden. I tried giving my name, nothing. Tried giving another name, Benjamin Franklin. Almost got arrested. Turns out all you need is a
I
sapphire.
don't even know what's been going on in other games. What y'all got on this game? Does it got to be a big score? Or are you looking for something based off last week you want to see?
I need a better life for my kids.
I'm praying that they try some variation of the defense and the running quarterback just to see how they react to it.
Thursday night football returns, and it all
Yeah, Brady, Oregon did absolute work. I thought they might with all the bullshit going back and forth between the coaches and the press conference stuff. I sure as hell knew Oklahoma State wasn't going to be the ones to lay any kind of smack to anybody. Well, not to Oregon.
Led Purdue in rushing each of the last 3 years. Man, they were impressive in their opener, looking to get to 2-0 as they battle the Saluki 17 minutes from now. In the meantime, catching up on
That's a good guess, Joey.
highlights from earlier today.
I mean, maybe it's a good guess.
Northwestern State and Minnesota.
Good
This was
idea.
Tone Center.
Hope
That was
you're
the
right.
first play from scrimmage.
That gets things going, right? You get a turnover that way and able to take it in for a touchdown. BJ's excited.
Yeah, it was John Nestor. There was a lot to get excited about. They allowed 42 yards total in this game. Drake Lindsay here to Javon Tracy.
Sorry, guys. I'm still trying to get everything set up.
66-0.
I slept like 3 hours today.
For the Gophers.
Took my stepdaughter to volleyball. I was like, I'll catch a little nap before I link up with Gabe and get this set up and ready to go. And then slept right through my alarm. Now I'm trying to get everything
Middle
rolling.
Tennessee State. Badgers in a dogfight early on in this one. Danny O'Neal, though, to Tyrell Henry for the touchdown, made it 7-3. And then the defense came up big. Christian Allegro coming up with a 4th down stop, and 2 plays later, that really was the turning point. Badgers get the long pass, actually the end around to Trech Kekahuna Howard, and he is gone.
Yeah,
61 yards.
Nobody's going to touch him. What did we talk about long runs to you guys down there blocking for you?
Let me look, Brady. I can't remember.
Convoy into the end zone.
So 42-10 now. The Badgers, after an early scare, well on their way. Getting set for Nebraska coming up here on the Big Ten Network against Akron. Deshaun Singleton and company held Cincinnati to 69.
Yeah, Clemson and Texas both.
In about 15 minutes.
There was a. Yeah, that's what I thought, Joe. I was like, I think the last I'd seen was like 34.5 or 36.5. I just couldn't remember. Let's log in and look. But Brady talking about the Clemson being in a dogfight. There's a stat I seen this week that teams ranked 1 through 9 that lose and then are at home, are home favorites the following week, don't cover the spread like 75-ish% of the time. And Texas didn't cover. Doesn't look like there's any way Clemson's going to cover.
It's pure torture.
But yeah, I didn't think there's any way Clemson would be losing at any point. Bobby, was it a lot of defense, or not to sound like a stupid question? I didn't get to see any of it. I was watching the score a little bit when I was at a volleyball game. Was it I saw the super low scoring. It was tied at the end for a minute. Was it like really good defense? Was it just sloppy offense? Were they either one able to move the ball and just not do anything in the red zone? It seemed like it was nothing but field goals.
My thicker hair gave a huge boost to my social life, and I really feel the best I ever have.
Get growing at Nutrafol.com/men.
We count down the days, we circle the date. Game day starts with the Celsius. The team's been putting in the work, and now it's time for all of us to lock in. Tailgates drop, flags fly, crowd swell, the stage is set.
Katie? Question mark?
The reason we show up. This is the kind of energy you don't forget. We're not just watching it, we're living it. And we have been for generations.
Defense on both sides were tough. I figured, man.
First down, the energy that keeps game day alive.
I always got a good defense.
What if I
Campbell's good
told you that one
defensive
of the best
coach.
things you can do
Always
to
has good
improve the
defensive
look and
team.
performance of your car can be done for under $20 and in less than 30 minutes?
Fix your cloudy and weathered headlights with Cerakote's #1 best-selling ceramic headlight restoration kit in just 3 easy steps and without power tools. Just wipe, sand, and apply. It's that easy. Cerakote restores and protects.
Living in Omaha says I should have a soundboard with Gabe's common reactions. Now, when you say common, are you also including his multiple death threats last week to officials and their families, or just him telling me that how much smarter he is than me and that I've learned everything from him?
Because the path isn't found, it's built.
What's Virginia doing? They're losing to Ohio. They're about to lose to Ohio. That's crazy.
On the Big Ten Network.
Iowa and Iowa State. Kirk Ferentz, of course, looking to break Woody Hayes' record for the most wins ever as a Big Ten head coach. 34 seconds to go before the halftime buzzer. Mark Gronowski, the 2-yard score there. They were down 13-10 going into the half. Now tied at 13, Kyle Kinnerardi.
Fred's at 33.5 now for the Nebraska game.
4-yarder for the
At least on this.
Second straight year he has made a 54-yarder to beat Iowa, and so Ferentz will have to wait until next week to try to get that record. A game they'll be here on the Big Ten Network against UMass. Let's go on the field in West Lafayette. Man, Ryan Brown was great last week.
Yeah,
Howard.
really outstanding. Talk about being able to really have command of the offense, spread the
I wish
ball
the
around, don't
Michigan-Oklahoma
put it in
game would have been
really
different
have
time
that
than the Nebraska
ability
game. That'd be a good one to watch.
Be able to put up some numbers and really keep this team focused.
Trying to exceed last year's win total with a victory.
With Michigan
Darren
being our
Thomas earlier with Coach Barry.
next test, so to speak. I tried watching as much of their highlights from last week as I could. Definitely want to watch that game. I'll rewatch it later. Curious to see what they got before we get them.
Standard and the expectations on what we're trying to achieve in all 3 areas, the consistency on what it looks like blocking at the point of attack, protecting the quarterback, defensively getting off blocks and making tackles out in open space, doing a great job with our eye discipline. And then on our kick units, there's a number of things in coverage that we worked on this week that we're going to try to get cleaned up. Had a good start, but we can be better.
You talk about blocking at the point of attack. How does the offensive line get Devin Mockabee going tonight?
Yeah, I think it's important we understand, and it doesn't just have to be the running back in the run game, the quarterback run element part of it, and the tight ends and receivers blocking when they don't have
Who
the
dog
ball,
walk
how
me?
important it is for all 11 to do
Get,
their
or
job.
I'm assuming you're talking about Gabe. What would he dog walk me in? If it's anything physical, you're 100% right.
You said that it can help as the defense.
I'm 43. Feel like I'm 73. My knees are gone.
Player. We got to make sure that we do a great job in our rush lanes, not getting past the quarterback, understanding that we've got to have great zone drops with eyes on him.
Yeah.
And then we got to be really good tacklers when we get to him.
Yeah, that's a good idea, man. We should have done that.
Let's dive in a little bit on the
Anytime I say something, I could just hit the "I'll teach you" button.
The most, honestly, Howard, in that first game was the defense. I mean,
Katie, I was an old man when I met you, Katie. What are you talking about? I ain't getting younger.
We don't talk about last year, but we can't help but talk about last year because that was the last thing we saw from Purdue. And to go out the first game, pitch a shutout.
He'd
own me if it was 7-on-1 and I was part of the 7. Brady.
Teammates being able to go out and execute the game plan. That's what they need to do. This is a team that's in
What's the over and under of how late this
that
game
is the
starts
reality of where Purdue is, and that's
after the
okay,
kickoff
but you're
time?
gonna see them
I'm
continue
gonna
to
go.
do better, play hard each and every game, and it's just about them making opportunities.
I'm gonna say 6:43.
Against an FBS team in 4
Finally
years,
kick off.
Mike Shear, the defensive coordinator, came with Odom from UNLV. You look like you have something to say.
Jared Thomas, how about our guy?
Jared Thomas?
I don't know how, bro. I don't have control over any of it.
On the field, man.
He is looking good. Former Northwestern star and former Big Ten Network intern.
When I go into the YouTube part,
It is
like
awesome
to read
see
the
him
chat,
out.
I'm
Let's talk a
just
little bit about Purdue. Are you done with Jared?
just a regular guy like you, Brady.
Can we talk about
No,
Nebraska?
I don't know. If there is some way I can do it, I don't know.
They came up big when they needed to in that opener against Cincinnati.
They really did. And this
Katie's
offensively is gonna go as he goes.
Katie
He's
is at
continuing to get better.
the BR
Just have to make
headquarters
sure
as
that
we
talk about
speak,
taking
and
care
she's
of
the
football
real
big game
brains behind it.
decisions.
Also,
But he's
she
really
could probably
just
set
has
you
the
up.
talent to make things happen. Took advantage. His wide receivers really able to step up last week.
Taking on the Zips, another old friend alert, Joe Moorhead.
There we go.
Is it okay if I watch the Michigan Oklahoma game on TV while you guys keep me up to date on the Huskers? Absolutely, dude. You could be so kind as to give us an update once in a blue moon. I don't even care too much. I'll be able to see the scores. I'm curious if Michigan's able to run all over them, or if they're able to suffocate Oklahoma's offense very
What we want to
much.
add to that is we want to when we catch the ball, not get tackled by the first guy, make some big plays. But I think the whole thing that we're
Yeah,
looking for
Brady,
is
it's like
execution, playing with elite
not giving a
athletes,
kid a
playing
knife
together.
to play with. You know what I'm saying? He's thinking ahead. It's for your guys' best interest. I'm assuming why I don't have access to anything.
Times in your career, you called him a brilliant offensive play caller. What kind of test will your defense see tonight?
Well, he's going to give us a ton of things that we haven't seen before, and a ton of things that test your rules. You're telling the guy, hey, when it's a run, play the run. When it's a pass, play the pass. But he's combined them all, and not just your simple RPO. I mean, there's so many things happening on each play. So we're just asking our guys, hey, be disciplined, be focused, play your snap, and then we need all of.
I seen what was the spread on the Oregon game? It was like 21 or something. Is that right? 28, 21. And I seen in the first quarter it was like 21-0 with like 4 minutes to go or something.
I'm not sure
So, yeah, it's gonna be a dog walking.
Lost to Wyoming 10-0 in their opener. Let's talk about the offense that Matt
glad we don't
Rhule
have to play
has,
them this
because
year.
You have Dana Holgerson now as the offensive
I hope we get these
coordinator.
adjustments
Of course, that
figured
started at
out
the end of
these
last
next 2
year.
weeks, man,
He's the
because
full-time guy.
outside of
This
Michigan
year,
and Penn
what did you think
State,
of what you
you
saw
shouldn't have
from
any.
them
And a lot of people
offensively in
think
that
that
game
Nebraska will
against
beat
Penn
Michigan,
State?
but outside of,
This is a Cincinnati team that was
or they
gonna
thought
play
that
really
before
hard
the
against
Cincinnati
them.
game at
They had
least.
some
I don't know that
adversity in this
I
game
would.
as well,
I wasn't
but
happy,
they
obviously, with a lot of the
come
play
back
calling
and be able
last
to make
week,
some
but
plays. This is going to be an offense that's going to continue.
I don't think it's
to
a.
get better each and every week as they continue to push the ball.
I don't think it like
down
condemns the
field.
season or
Some of the
anything.
guys
Like
that
there's
they've gone
plenty of
out
time, and you have
and
2
beat,
perfect
is really
games
gonna
coming up
step
to work
and
on
be
things
huge for
in
them
game,
as
see
far
what
as
you
the
can do.
receivers are concerned. So continue
It'd just
to
be nice to.
develop in the run game too. I think this is a really good offensive line.
It'd just be nice
They've
to be
gotta
on
able
the
to control the line of scrimmage.
things went our way side
in
for
that
each
first
season,
game,
including
over
the being able to take advantage of a
95%
little
their
bit
carries.
softer
So maybe you try to
schedule
work
as far as the
some other
Big Ten
people in
goes.
at that running back spot.
Tiger Shark, we are not losing to Illinois this year.
Sorsby is a pretty good quarterback, certainly was last year. Run defense left a little bit to be desired.
The run defense
So that'll be hot.
Still is moving forward, but the back end of this secondary is outstanding. Veteran group that they'll be able to take advantage, take the football away today.
404th straight sellout at Memorial Stadium coming up. We'll see you at the half.
If we play Illinois,
is a presentation of the Big Ten Conference.
It would be in the Big Ten championship game because they're not on our schedule. And I think we both know that ain't happening.
In Lincoln, Nebraska, Memorial Stadium.
Yeah, Brady, I got it. Probably the worst purchase of my life. For me, it's exactly the same as last year. The little minor tweaks they made, especially like recruiting, things like that, are so microscopic that there's no point in spending whatever version of the game you got, whatever price tag that comes with. But for me, I think it was like 70, 80 bucks. Definitely not worth that. The game still go. You play on Heisman, you're doing your thing, and then all of a sudden it decides there's another level above Heisman where your guys cannot ever get to top speed. You need to anticipate every move 5 seconds ahead of time. It's impossible to tackle them in certain situations of the game. Just not consistent, man. Just make the game harder. Don't make my guys handicapped, so to speak. Gabe and I go off on it. He's playing most mornings when I get off work and I talk to him. I've been playing a little bit, trying to stick with it, but it's just not even enjoyable half the time. But you said you did buy it. Let me look. I thought you said you bought it. You just ain't played it much. Yeah. I was going to say, man, if somebody hasn't bought that game yet, just update your roster. Do whatever with the roster on last year's to see. You won't know a difference. You walk into somebody else's house that has 26, start playing it. It's like 2K, man. At least on 2K, they give you different city setups and things like that. But it's the same thing, man. Tunnel walk now. So I might be close with my 643 guess. We'll see. Maybe not. I'd love for Emmett to go off for about 100 in the first half and to be having enough success with one, if not both, of Mazie and Nelson that they can just take it over the second half and we don't skip a beat in the run game. But like I said, I'm really hopeful that they try to do what worked for Cincinnati against us, just so we can get a live game look and reps on it and try to figure out some kind of adjustments. Mainly the quarterback run and the cover three or the shell defense that no offense in the history of football has ever been able to throw a ball on.
Including on the offensive side, great balance between the pass and the run.
The entire nation seemingly has been watching the growth of
Josh, my kid is down there.
And they certainly got to see
They're at the game. I need to ask her if it's much different. I know they asked Rule about it in the one press conference, and a lot of people are talking about the crowd, the environment is going to be much different, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, dude, I've been to countless Husker games. People are, especially these night games, people are annihilated by lunchtime before they walk in. I don't think overpriced $8 beers is going to be your problem or reasoning for people being belligerently drunk at games. I think if you want to stop that, it would be the tailgating. So I don't know. I don't expect it to be much different. The only thing is, I guess you get hammered tailgating all day, and then instead of having to go out at halftime if you want to drink again, or just waiting through the game and sobering up as the game goes, now people are going to be able to maintain their whatever level they want to be at. If you don't mind pissing a bunch of money away, then yeah, you can get after while you're in there, but I don't know. I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. Hot Rod's working on Hammered right now. That's my guy. I got faith in you, buddy. I know you can do it.
Safety, played some nickel, was able to go up, rise and grind to go up and get this football. He had just picked up a penalty a few moments before that, but that sort of intentional will that was showcased to still be in position to make that game-saving play. Only 69 passing yards overall they allowed against a really talented Bearcats offense.
By the way, that's the 8th career interception for Malcolm Hartzog. He's been here throughout.
How you guys feel about the secondary? I know Gabe said that was his most impressed with position. I thought they did great. Like, I kind of judge them in the same measuring stick I judge Raiola by is what they had in front of them throughout the game. I thought they did really well. With the pass rush not really getting home and them having so much success running with their quarterback, I'm curious if they would have been forced into or not had the easy out of running the football and they would have just been throwing on us more attempts. I mean, throwing on us how well. I mean, obviously, you're going to get more yards, so it wouldn't, like the 69 they just showed, we only allowed 69 yards, but I wonder if things would have started to break down or they would have found different weaknesses or spots in the secondary. I'm curious how solid it is. Could be even better, you know what I mean? It could have been if they throw more, we'd have got more coverage sacks or pass breakups, interceptions, whatever. I don't know. I feel like when they tried to pass, the pass rush was making him hurry, even though it wasn't getting home, but I didn't feel like they threw a ton. And the pass rush for not getting home, I felt like did a good job of disrupting, letting things really develop or giving them a ton of time. I was off on my prediction by, 8 minutes? Getting ready to kick off. Now, Brady, I think the Bills are going to lose that game, so I'm not too excited. I am excited for the Bills to start up again, but I think the Ravens got this one. There goes the kick. Just outside the goal line. 10, 15 down the edge. Makes one guy, ooh, I caught pretty good. Trying to squeeze through a gap at the 20. Let me get the chart up so I can screen this up.
Nebraska was a no-brainer for me. The place is special. The fans, the culture, the staff, the players, and everything about it.
Awesome to hear from the sophomore from Buford, Georgia, who last week in the first game of his sophomore season went 33 of 42 and completed at least 5 passes to 5 different receivers, 9 different receivers overall, and really flourished in Dana Holgerson's offense, and he opens it up with a nice pass and even better
the shotgun Raiola out to the flat, one-handed grab by Isaiah Hunter as he runs out of bounds. Nice catch. Nice throw. It's a little over him, but he had to clear the dude. No harm, no foul.
Look to throw again after 42 heaves last week. He'll instead hand it off. No pass here. One completion.
We got 2nd and 3. Did he jump a little early? Did he get across there? And there goes Emmett.
At least so far, it looks
still bully balling, flag down late.
On 2nd down and 3.
I have no clue what that'd be. If he just got his flag out later, there was something that late in the play. So holding on us.
Referee Chris Coates, and he indicates that there is a holding penalty against Henry Lutovsky, the senior left guard from Crawfordsville, Iowa.
As you're grappling on the inside, one of the things that happened there, Ronald Holmes,
Dale Patrick, $20 dono, appreciate you. Gary going solo, love it. I don't think anybody's gonna love it as this goes on. I don't have the energy or the charisma, if you will, that one Gabe Guerrero does, but let's see if I can limp this thing along until he gets back. Under center this time on 2nd and 11. Back to Emmett. He tries to cut back. Nothing's there. Swallowed up in the backfield. And a lot of effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Hopefully the D-line doesn't leave hanging. Yeah. Let me see our D-line run stop. All right, so people looking at that. Judy and Van Poppel need to step it up. So a lot of people wanting to see. I'm with you, man. I don't disagree. Lob over the middle. Oh, okay, hold on to it. Even with the penalty, they convert the first down. Love to see that. I know there was a lot of disappointment with Pritchard and the false start at the goal line, but mean, we still had 3 shots to get it in, man, from what, 6 yards? That was a nice throw, man. That's two of his passes, both touch passes. He had to slow up, and Isaiah had a one-handed, but he's showing some finesse getting it over the defenders. Damn. Good check down.
With as quickly and rhythmically as
Good check
Raiola gets
down.
the ball out of his hands, it makes it tough. It's a tough life for a pass rusher when the quarterback has the ball gone so quickly.
I'm sure it is loud there. I don't know if you heard Dan the Corn Man, but they're selling alcohol down there now, so it's going to get louder. I'm just kidding. Looked up, is that Emmett up the gut? Yeah, I think so. And he gets, what, 3 of them? 3 to Forrest. They got a guy a little shook it up. 3rd and 2 after we get him going. Finally, Gary can call the offense solo tonight. Doesn't have to share the play calling with Gabe. That's been our biggest problem, man, ever since we started this thing. That's the real reason Frost got fired. That's when Gabe was mainly calling. I would just kind of assist, and then we've gradually switched it back to me. We started winning, and now after last week, I'm like, you're gonna have to get out of here and let me take the headset.
And if you don't have the right insurance, this could really flatten your savings.
Yeah, I like the end zone. I like the end zones. I'm not a fan of anybody's end zones that have green, like the actual turf in them. I like when the whole thing's painted. That makes sense. Whether it's just a background with the words in it, or like how I think Tennessee has the checkered deal. I know that leaves some green for that, but I do like ours.
All right, team, listen up. There's a national blood shortage. Big Ten schools. How do we get students, fans, alumni to donate?
Jeff, you know me, man. Give it a few. Give one play doesn't go the way I like. You know how it's like my golf game.
Classy.
Except I'm way worse at golf than Nebraska is at football. So, but one bad shot, it's a wrap for me. I can't. Which is you can't hold on to the last shot or whatever in your head. It's like I hold on to the last 30 shots and they're all bad ones.
The new DQ Fall Treat menu has arrived for just a limited time. Go fall in and enjoy the pumpkin pie blizzard treat, or try our new caramel toffee cookie blizzard treat. Taste them before they're gone. Get it delivered in the app.
I'm not really one
show the game. Yeah, we can't, man. We did last year. If you look on the screen behind the graphics that he's got set up behind me, like that's what he has going for, to fill the rest of the background. But we had smaller graphics, and then he would move them or slide our camera boxes to different sides so that people could see like key plays, things like that. In one game, I think he took us down, and it was just the game going. I want to say, I don't remember if it was Rutgers or the game before Rutgers. It was right around there. And they took the whole stream down, and we couldn't get back in. We were kicked out for a week. And if it's, I don't know how long you go before it falls off. I don't know all that stuff. Gabe would know that, but you do that 2 or 3 times, you get kicked out longer, and then eventually your whole channel gets banned. So trust me, I would much rather do that. I could just watch this and have to have my TV going. Like I said, Gabe's better at talking. I can focus on the game more and then give my little negative 2 cents here and there, but it is what it is.
If you're looking for the Purdue Southern Illinois game, go to big10.org/Mark
Hub.
Game Finder right now to see where you can find the game in your area.
Tiger Shark for me, it's on Big Ten Network. I don't know where you're at, if that would be the game on in your area or not.
Head coach at Fordham and Mississippi State. This is season 4 as he attempts to rebuild the Akron Zips program. They did win 4 games last year, including 3 of the last 5 in the final 2 of the season.
Yeah, World Cup. I'm horrible at golf. Really, I wish I was. If I was really bad, I'd be 10 times better than I am now. Another run up the gut, broketed. Emmett's gonna go. He ain't getting Miles Sanders. That's all good, Gabe. Don't worry about it. I know you're probably talking to them, but it is what it is. Are you able to watch it at work, Gabe, or are you just listening to this? Gary, does it help that Iowa lost today? Help me through the day. Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm a weird fan. Like, I'm a Bills fan. I don't hate and never hated the Patriots or or Brady. I'm not a big baseball fan, but the Yankees are my team. I don't hate the Red Sox. Never did, even when I paid more attention to baseball. I hate Texas, and it pretty much all stems from that Big 12 championship game, or the end of that deal where they put the time back on the clock. I didn't like the way they reacted after it. They acted cocky as shit, like, what? Nothing happened. This happens in football all the time. And then Mac Brown, you don't mess with Texas. Like, come on, dude. You lost that game straight up. They gave you a free field goal. You won. You didn't do nothing special. But I don't really hate teams like rivals, stuff like that. And also when Big Ten teams aren't playing us or other Big Ten schools, I want the Big Ten to win because I get sick of hearing how great the SEC is. So I want the Big Ten to be better. And then also, if we ever do get back and we're beating teams, I'd like to be beaten up on teams, or not beaten up, but like winning games against teams that are looked at as potential contenders. If that makes sense. But for the Iowa fans that are not quite as bad, but on the fringe of Colorado fans that are so upset, they're more obsessed with Nebraska than they are their own team, and can't wait. They like hate watch us and want us to lose so they can talk shit. I love watching Iowa lose for them. I went to Akron. I'd love them to be decent, but it's rough in Ohio. Pushing their rival Kent is 11 miles away, so they split talent. Yeah, man, and it's Ohio. You know, you got Ohio State, you got Ohio, you've got the Michigan schools right there, the Indiana schools right there. Like, recruiting wise, good luck pulling teams away. And then it's obviously it's a lower ranked deal, but it's gotta be tough, man. Nebraska has trouble recruiting against other Big Ten schools, and they're a Big Ten school that has a history, has facilities, has money, and it's a battle. They're doing better with Rule, but it's a battle for Nebraska to get recruits. I can't imagine with schools like you're saying, Kent, Akron, other schools like that. The Miami, Ohio's over there, like all that stuff. Like, it's got to be, you got to be next level coach-wise as far as being able to recruit to be competitive.
The Haymarket in Lincoln, Nebraska. It's just across the highway from Memorial Stadium. Great place to hang out on game day before or after or any time before that matter.
Let's quit updating.
Over 85,000 on hand, of course, for the home opener here as Nebraska scored quickly on their first drive. A career-long 47-yard run by Emmett Johnson leads to a touchdown, the 6th of his career. 4 rushing, 2 receiving. And here is a return for Akron for Brandon Hills on the kickoff return. And let's look at that long run.
Kick return goes out to about the 23, 24-yard line, depending on where they mark him down.
At the point of attack and then work up to the second level. That's exactly what Gatula did after he hammered down.
Tiger, I can't tell you what Gabe does for work. That would be a violation to his contract he had to sign. I'm not even supposed to know. As far as anybody that might be watching this, I don't know what he does. His wife doesn't even get to know what he does.
This is Akron's first opportunity on offense tonight after the return by Brandon Hill.
She just has to wash the blood out of his clothes when he gets home. First and 10 from the 23. I don't know where I'm at as far as you guys go, so sorry if I'm ahead or behind, but I can't control the stream at all, and I don't know TV-wise if I should pause or keep up, so I'm just going to roll with it, man. Do the fine-tuning when Gabe's back in. RFN, you're welcome, man. We almost didn't. I don't know if this is the first time you ever clicked on, but usually it's Gabe and I. Gabe does 90% of the play-by-play, the talking. That's why I'm not good at the play-by-play. I don't think of it, but he's working. He should be here. I'd guess end of the second quarter, halftime, something like that. So if you can bear the boredom for a quarter and a half or so, we'll both be doing it here a little later. For the first down out in the flat, I was not watching to see what the D-line did.
Expected to be one of the better quarterbacks in the Mid-American Conference.
And so with that, now Akron has recorded their
still running commercials on the Michigan game.
They didn't have anything longer than 18 yards last week against Wyoming.
All right, first and 10.
On the pass to
Looks like man.
Sean Patrick trying to get wide and cannot. He was blasted
Handoff
by
left. Good pursuit by Singleton to get down there and go no gain.
Now as we see the defense for Nebraska, John Butler, the defensive
If Singleton could put on some weight, man, he'd be a really good outside linebacker. He seems like more of a linebacker than a safety,
really an
but
exceptional back five that Nebraska brings to the table.
his
They
body's
constantly
definitely a
change the
defensive back.
picture on the opposing quarterback. That showcases the experience they have.
Jack Martin says somebody got it going on YouTube. If you're trying to watch the game, I'd try to find that because I'm highly doubting that'll stay up long. Gabe tried doing different highlights of Akron and Wyoming just in the background on our preview video. And after everything was done, it flagged like every highlight he had from, what would that be, MAC? Or no, Mountain West Conference. So it's like, from what he said, it's the conferences are different. Like some conferences, you take highlights, do whatever, has the logo on the field of the conference or whatever, they do nothing. And then there's like 3 conferences, including smaller ones, maybe more, that the slightest pickup they get, they copyright it. So that was the other thing. We talked about maybe trying to show a little bit more of it in the background, but we were both worried with already getting a strike last year that we get it again.
Sometimes things fall right into place.
That Michigan game ever get going? They're still running commercials over there.
But at least you can get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
Awesome.
And SafeLight can come to you for free, anytime, anywhere, and do everything you need to get back on the road.
All set. Here you go.
Thank you.
Take care.
Get it fixed now and pay later at SafeLight.com.
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
Yeah, I'm with you, Corman. We talked about that. I don't know if you saw. I want to say it was the special teams video we did. It might have been a different one we were talking about, where we mentioned or brought up special teams. I know we brought them up a couple times, but I think they need to get rid of special teams, especially in the NFL. They've done just about everything possible to get rid of returns.
Guess that makes you forward-thinking.
Drives me nuts.
Gotta protect your dreams.
But a really good game come down to a kicker making or breaking the game. I guess that's always been part of the game, but it's, I don't know, they keep changing
Life's
other stuff.
better when you're
I just
under
think
our
get rid
roof.
of it.
And that would be Relieved Rudy?
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
South Florida, 1st and goal at Florida's 8, down by 1 with 22 seconds left. Is Florida going to get upset by a last-second field goal? What are they ranked? 8th or something, or 12th, or I don't know. They were just inside or just outside of the
Check out this recruit.
number 10 spot, right?
Hopeful. Doesn't hope that this is her team's year. Knows so. This full-time fan deserves a model.
I don't have my volume up on the TV and I can't hear. I don't know what you guys are hearing. He's like, it's going to be damn near over by the time I get done. And then he was saying something about being home at like,
year 2 on staff with the first full season as defensive
or being, you know, having to be gone for like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. I'm like, dude, the way they run these commercials as late as they start these afternoon and evening games, it's still going to be second quarter. And I was kind of joking, but we're still on the second drive, first quarter.
Who is certainly much more of a running threat.
9:37, 20 minutes in. We'll see. 3rd and 4. Tight end motion. Quarterback's going to keep it. And holy God, somebody was there to get him before he could get through the gap.
It looked for just a moment like the seas were
Didn't look real.
for Michael Johnson. They used the jet motion to
Cola,
draw
dude.
parts
He's going to
of
be
the
good.
second level.
Quarterback didn't look as explosive or like have that burst going through there, but
Because of the pursuit of the Huskers,
that probably had to do with the guy zeroing down on him. So
Deshaun McCullough, able to rein him in before he
so
picks
far,
up the
great
first
adjustment. Their one attempt so far to run the quarterback goes for no gain.
Earlier in his collegiate career, he's also played 2 years at Oklahoma.
See if it's any different if they try to run the quarterback not on a design quarterback run.
The punt by Joseph Castle, who had a 68-yard
Punt return to the 25, 30. His guy tries to keep him up out to about the 32.
250 fans will get $20 off a Big Ten Plus annual pass. Stream nearly 200 Nebraska games plus
Good to see Ja'Cory playing. I know they said they were kind of nursing him along in practice, but he was adamant to be out there. What's my background? What do you hear in the background, man? I have nothing here. Or are you hearing the game Gabe has playing in his background? Gabe's got his deal up because he runs this whole setup. If he didn't turn all this on, set it up before he left, I wouldn't be able to do it. All right, 1st and 10, second drive, play action. Looks like he's trying to go a little deeper. It's not there. He's going to take off with it, maybe get back to the line of scrimmage out of bounds. I know things are getting mixed between the fan base on pro and anti-Raiola. I feel like it's still majority pro. I'm definitely pro Raiola. I don't think he's trash. I think he does well with what he has with everything. But that's one thing I would like to see. When he does run, I'd like to see him do it a little quicker. Great pass to Hunter. Great run by Hunter, sorry. That's what I wanted with Cincinnati, man. I know everybody, I shouldn't say everybody. I know it was interpreted by a lot of people that I was saying, just throw a deep ball on them. I get that it's not that simple with the safeties. I'm saying threaten deep so that these underneath routes, the safeties have to peel back and play deeper. And now the zones that people in the mid-range are covering get bigger and harder to cover. And of course, with these camera angles, you can't see what the safeties are doing, but Hunter definitely looked like he had more room to run his route than they did against Cincinnati. Roll out a shotgun. Nice catch. Lindenmeyer for the first down. Another one-handed catch.
So far from these pass catchers of the Huskers, they're making these one-handed grabs look simple.
I like the tempo, man. Not taking a lot of time between plays, just keeping it moving. Great catch by Lindenmeyer, dude.
And another opportunity for Emmett Johnson.
Hand off to Emmett up the gut for about 4.
The interior of this
about Lindenmeyer, man, going from where he came from, like going through the ranks and the different tight ends we've had in. Remember the transfer from Georgia, Gilbert, Eric Gilbert, dude from LSU keeps getting hurt. We had Fedoni for a while. Good hustle, good work by Barney to get the first down. All these bigger name or higher recruit guys come in, he just sticks the course, and now aside of Emmett through a game and half of a quarter, Lindenmeyer's been our most productive offensive weapon, it seems like.
Dylan Raiola throwing the ball deep, but because he's so precise, he gets the opportunity to allow guys to run after the catch by hitting them in stride.
And now they're in position.
World Cup. So I saw that clip, and I sent it to Gabe. And in that one part, hang on a second, under center, Raiola hands off to Emmett, makes guys missing the ball. Oh, he fumbles at the 1, bounces the 2, they recover. Come on, Emmett. What a great run. Made guys miss in the backfield. The offensive line's got to be a little bit cleaner than that. But, I mean, and that's just going to happen. You got guys juking around. God damn. I shared that video with Gabe, or sent it to him. I said, man, it sounds like he's talking to us or me verbatim. And then there's a part in there where he says, if you're offended by it or you think I'm talking to you, there's 1,000% chance I am.
We're here for everyone.
It's like, well, I don't get offended. You can say what you want, but it's like,
we ordered a limo,
I don't know.
not a limo.
But he took the same argument, like everybody saying there needed to be more of a passing threat against Cincinnati was just saying, just heave the ball up 40 yards into 3 safeties. Like, you know what?
At your service.
If people are saying that, then he's 100% right. They don't know what they're watching, what they're talking about. But
it's me.
I watched a ton of college football yesterday. I've played football. I've watched
with uniquely excruciating dips of joy.
However many hours of football. Like, teams move the ball against cover 3, against shell defense, against deep cover 2s, all that. So it's like, no, I'm not saying heave it into them, but make them cover more of the field.
This ain't your dad's cable, son.
It's couture.
Don't give them that red zone setup defense every play by just going, well, their safety's 20, 25 yards off. We can run nothing deeper than that.
You know, I always seem to get primo parking.
USF beat Florida. Last second field goal. That is crazy. Hot Rod says, yep, Met is on Ozempic. No, Hot Rod. If you listen to him, he decided he was going to get out there and grind and work with the guys and get in better shape. No pharmaceuticals whatsoever. Now, to be fair, he didn't say that, but I'm just joking. I think when you're 50 years old, you have the schedule they do. Probably don't eat the healthiest, can't do a regular workout regime. You're probably shooting something up to get that down that quick. That's just me talking.
I call it the mouse nudger. No matter where mare goes, her mouse keeps moving.
Classic Nebraska play. I mean, Emmett, that's on Emmett for sure. And I know he knows it. He's going to hear about it. But, I mean, he's bouncing around trying to make guys miss and grinding so hard to get to the end zone. And just ball security, unfortunately, no matter how much you rep it, sometimes will be an afterthought. You see what happens with it. But see what the defense can do, man. Defense is in a really good spot to get some points here or at least get us the ball back in really good field position. They were moving the ball great on the ground and in the air. All right, he's in shotgun his own end zone. There's a read. He's not getting out. That's going to be a safety, boys. He got out for a second and then back in. I don't know if they're going to give him forward progress to that or if they're going to count that little lean. They're not giving him the safety. That's wild. I feel like he stepped back in the end zone on his own when he made, after the first contact. Yeah, look at that. Look at this kid. I don't know about that, man. He's for sure out, and then he goes back. He hits the dude and goes back. It's not that he's wrapped up. It's progress stopped and taken back. And they give it to him at the 1? Come on, man. The nose was barely over the end zone, or the goal line, if anything. Are they going to review this? I won't be surprised if they don't give us a safety, but the ball, they should be snapping the ball from like the edge of the goal line. I know it's 2 feet, but
well, okay. Very interesting.
It matters. So if we're lucky, we'll get a couple more commercials while they sort this out.
But the official didn't say it was an official challenge for the Huskers.
Hot Rod 68 and thinking about doing HGH. You should do HGH, man. You should do or at least look into. I'm not telling people what they should take, but peptides.
The ball's clearly out, but Anthony has forward progress.
And that's the intriguing part of this, because forward progress, they're really not going to review the subjective aspect of whether or not they blew it dead.
That's a safety, man. I don't know. I can't hear anything. I don't know what all exactly they're saying, but
that his forward progress was stopped.
My non-brain know nothing about football.
So once they determine that yes, he did,
horrible take having ass.
Then this one should be
sees that as a 100% safety. His entire body's back behind the goal line. 3 guys got him wrapped up. He's not going forward. His progress is stopped. Once he's down on the pile there, the ball's still not cleared the line, and his body's still in the end zone.
Freshman defensive lineman from West Fargo, North Dakota, who was part of that play.
At least we didn't get a commercial, man. We just got to watch the replays. I'm with you, Living. Looks like 2 to me. UCF delayed, Dan. There was like 5-6 games earlier that were delayed, all on the East Coast over there. The Clemson game. I don't know. Just along that whole coast, I've seen. Like Clemson got started, Troy scored a touchdown, and then it went into delay.
Because he is an experienced backup and has started some games before. Because all that tiptoeing and bouncing
Dan the man.
He's just kind of begging for a safety if he
let's go with this review, man. How much it's you're either gonna stick with it or not. It's not like you need 9 different angles. You get everything you need off the one.
Transferring to Akron.
Keep looking at it anyways.
After that initial wave of contact where he collided with the line of scrimmage, but he very obviously got out of the end zone.
There's the call by Chris Coit.
After review, the runner's forward progress was declared ended at the 1-yard line, where it'll be Akron's ball, second down. Nebraska is charged its first time out.
Get him up. Get your hands up. Get your hands up.
Remainder of the game.
So also that's something to add to what you brought up earlier. That
Like I said, I can't hear it. Looks like it's not going to be a safety.
Somewhat surprising challenge from Matt Rule, but you would think someone
Strongly
upstairs
disagree,
looks at it,
but I'm not a
calls it down to the
rules
head
expert.
coach and says they believe they had a chance for an overrule.
Well, nonetheless, it's still a really difficult situation here.
I don't know if it's a stupid challenge. It sucks it didn't work. I think the result was stupid. Woo! The wrap up. I thought he was going to squirt out of there. Thought he was going to be squirting.
I mentioned how the defensive front for Nebraska is smaller this season because you don't have Ty Robinson or Nash Hutmaker, who started so many games together with their hands in the dirt along that Nebraska defensive front. Both well
Definitely loud when we can't hear the call.
It's a smaller unit.
3rd and 9.
Even more movement, I would say, as far as the schematics of how they're operating here very early in the season.
Watch this. This is interesting.
3rd and 9 from their own 3. Loaded backfield. Let's try and get some punt room. It's a safety. All right, boys. No need for a review. All right, D Park. Now it was a stupid challenge. Didn't need to waste it.
I mentioned the movement up front. They slant the
Yeah, Dan. That's what I didn't understand. He wasn't wrapped up and driven back. You know, he made contact and then he bounced back in on his own. But it doesn't matter. We got it anyways. World Cup called it karma.
Well, it's also, Anthony, a very good response from turning the ball over for the first time in the 2025 season as well.
If you were going to,
I'll be curious if we get to know if that was the play, if that's what they wanted to do. It looked like quarterback was having a really hard time getting the call. He was trying to cover his helmet. He's walking around with his palms up like he didn't know. I don't know if he finally got it or if he just made a call. Play clock was around 15, 16 seconds.
He's the offensive coordinator as well.
I wonder if they just stopped, if they got the call they wanted and we got a stop on it, or if he had to improvise and it wasn't the best call for the way the defense was set up.
In the first quarter, Nebraska records a safety. And now the kick for the 20-yard line after the safety, Akron. Owen Wiley.
Kickoff from the 20. At least we'll finally get a kick return.
Very promising, but upended just outside the 35-yard
About the
line.
18. Oh, man, I thought he was going to get a little running room between there. He did, too.
Well, Mark Anthony, Michigan State up early on Boston College. Aiden Charleston, Nick Marsh fighting his way into the
So the Emmett fumble sucked, but it did result in 2 points, and we've got the ball back, and we had great momentum on the last drive. Hopefully they keep it going. Michigan State trying to grind against BCU. I gotta go get more coffee at the next commercial break, guys, and then be as quick as I can. Raiola's under center this go round. Play action. Time goes. Nice route.
And that ball is down to the 38-yard line.
And this route takes an Isaiah Hunter all the way across the formation, but off the play action, where Dylan Raiola has to turn his back.
Did I call Key Hunter earlier? Sorry if I screw these up, guys. I'm literally just starting to like wake up. But
by the work being done right now by this Huskers offensive line.
I also get my mouth moving faster in my brain a lot of times.
Roderick Hunter, the tackle after the 26-yard pass play to Hunter.
I like those greens, Dan.
Transfer from Cal.
I kind of like uglier uniforms or uniforms people don't like. Barney motion. Burrow's under center again. Lindenmeyer lined up on the left side. I can't tell who's in the backfield. It's not Emmett. I wonder if he's being punished. Is that 35?
Or it was.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Kai Nelson with a nice little gain off the left edge.
The air raid is what he's known for, of course, but we've seen it evolve. We'll be able to
Corey
describe
Campbell looked like he's waiting to beat somebody up.
Version of the Dana Holgorsen offense really looks like.
Joined the staff last year.
Almost took Holgerson's arm off.
This drive looks
Quick
very
handoff out of shotgun. Raiola over the middle again. This time to Barney to about the 15, between 15 16. Moving the ball at will, man. They should be able to really get the offense going, make this game a big enough runaway. We can see some depth guys. Nice throw, man. Right in between the zone. And off to Mackay again. He powers forward about 6.
DJ Stepney with the tackle, by the way.
That accuracy mark from Dylan Raiola as the opposing defense with those windows sort of opening and closing. And that's a part of what is still really an air raid principle.
Yeah, Dan, that's
mesh
kind of where I'm at. There's
shallow crossers where the quarterback has to
this game I don't feel like is going to help anybody who has a strong stance that Nebraska sucks, because if they play well, it's a really bad team. If they play bad, it's like, well, they played an even worse team and still look bad. I just, like I said, I wanted to see them stop the quarterback run. I wanted to see them be able to do things on offense in different areas of the field. Another damn near one-handed catch. My eyes love seeing this dude play.
We're going to need a running tally of one-handed grabs just in the first quarter.
I feel so bad for the dude when I heard he tweaked his hammy. Nice catch. Raiola might need to tighten up a little bit on some of these quasi-touch passes. They seem to be, they're soft enough they're able to bring him in one-handed, but that one could have just been in his chest. It would have been fine. Emmett back in, play action in the corner, and Barney can't bring it in. But they got Emmett back in, so he must not be too deep in the doghouse for that.
Sort of trying to decide, do I try to cup it underneath or do I turn my shoulders around? That might
Great route.
Get to if he turns the shoulders to go
A hair high, and he gator armed it a bit. Damn, that was a touchdown.
10 pass attempts tonight. That's Raiola's first incompletion. He'd set a Nebraska record dating back to last week's game. 20 straight completions before that off-target pass.
Timeout, Akron, second in the half, 30 seconds.
Key in motion.
47 left in the first quarter. Akron has called their second timeout of the first half as the Cornhuskers are set up with a second down and goal to go.
All right, I'm going to go grab another cup of coffee, guys. I will be
really intriguing to
right
me
back.
About even the misses, and we can consider some relative inaccuracy with the one-handed grabs that have been there so far, but Dylan Raiola is putting the football where he wants to. The outstretched hands of his pass catchers feeding the ball away from the opposing defenders. Whether it's on out-breaking routes, sideline passes, we've seen arc releases from the backs, but look at this. In between multiple defenders, in between the umpire as well. And so to see that football coming through, there's a level of anticipation you have to have. But one of the things that I believe is underappreciated about Dylan Raiola, he's got a big arm, but he doesn't overdo it. He doesn't overutilize that. And it's a mistake a lot of young quarterbacks have a tendency to make, is to sort of trust the strength of their arm without necessarily trusting their aptitude to deliver the football in rhythm with anticipation.
There's that note we mentioned a moment ago, the 20 consecutive pass completions dating back to last week's game. Nebraska record for Raiola. Talking to Matt Rule yesterday, he said he's just really playing good quarterback right now, making on-time throws, and he's using his unique wow play skill set when it's time. Going to turn and hand the ball off. Ives is hit and kept out of the end zone. Javon Frazier and Melvin Spriggs on the tackle.
Luke Lindenmeyer actually had a nice kick-out block going, and if just a bit of patience was being shown there on the kick-out from Lindenmeyer, then this would have had an opportunity for Quentin Ives to just cut it back and run through the smoke.
Full house backfield, a leap over the top. Ives is short. Gage Summers helps the Akron defense stiffen with their backs up against the goal line.
Good penetration from the Zips off the edge. They end up pinching both edges of their defense. And so as they were able to pierce the Nebraska offensive line, it forced Ives to have to try to leap over.
And they're going to go for this on 4th and goal. Raiola, he has stood up. And Heinrich Harburg is the player who's in. It's Harburg. They're giving Harburg an opportunity here.
Rolling on the field as the runner is short of the goal line.
Wow.
It's first down Akron.
Heinrich Harburg, every bit of 6'5".
I'm taking Whitford on 4th down. Didn't get her.
Trying to push him from behind as well. Akron able to stack up the line of scrimmage enough. I'd like to see Harper get his pads down just a little bit more, even if it means you delay for a millimeter to see if you can find that crease. And of course, a former quarterback is Heinrich Haarberg. And so we've seen this now the first couple of games of the season for Nebraska in short yardage situations. They'll have Haarberg come in and take that direct snap from center, this time under center, trying to move
safety him to death.
Well done by the Zips to get that penetration.
Well, Akron had some very good red zone moments.
Yeah, living in Omaha, I kind of was thinking the same thing. Should be able to move that line enough to get that. I didn't see the full play, but when I walked in, he's getting stopped. See what the defense does. See if they try to throw out of here, since they tried running all 3 times last time. It'll be tough if you can't hear. Looks like they're playing man up on top. Obviously anticipating the run. Barely gets out of the end zone. It's going to be a loss, but they're definitely not giving the safety on that. Watson Trent got in the mix. He had a really slow start last Thursday. I'd like to see him get going.
There's a yin and yang for the Zips offense, because it's exciting when your defense makes a stop. Unfortunately, you get the ball inside the 1 yet again.
All right.
On a 3rd down play on the last drive.
Backed up less than they were when we got the safety last time. Let's see what happens. This single back. 3 wide. Handoff got him. Oh, he got out of it. Who was that? Who was that? Was that Judy? No, it wasn't Judy.
That is the end of the first quarter. The Huskers taking the field out of the tunnel walk a little bit after 6:30 Central Time tonight, and they put 9 on the board in the first quarter at home against Akron.
At Ace, we know not all paint is created equal. So to do it right, start with exceptional paint that's designed to last. Only Ace has this collection of premium brands like Benjamin Moore, Magnolia
should be 21-0, but
and your local
I do like seeing the defense kind of do its thing. It'd just be nice if the offense could. Dude, kind of the same thing we saw with Cincinnati, man. We weren't getting into red zone like that, but when we were in the red zone the one time, especially with the penalty, we didn't score. They'd get a drive going, and then eventually stall out, and they'd have to punt or settle for field goal.
Anderson makes it
nice
easy.
To see him.
They are the #1 trusted window and door brand.
Keep their foot on their throat on some of these drives. Absolutely horrible play call. You talking about the 4th down, Scott?
What a difference!
Anderson. Gosh, I love those windows.
They're magnificent.
You know, in a world where a lot can go wrong,
that's kind of what we're talking about, Joey.
I trust them. I trust them more.
I understand the coach talk, and I understand the reality of you don't overlook teams, or like Rule. I thought Rule had a good explanation or breakdown when he was talking about they're really trying to drive into them or drive into their heads. You're not playing a brand, you're not playing a team or a name or a school or a program. You're just playing the guy across from you. But at the same time, these guys across from you last week, this week, next week are not on the level that the guys that are going to line up across from you against Michigan, USC, Penn State, Iowa, things like that. And there's different levels to those, obviously, but I'd like to see. That was a lot of my disappointment with Cincinnati as well, and I was trying to look at why. Nebraska needs to look imposing on some of these teams to have confidence going up against the better teams. So it's like,
the official fuel of the Big Ten.
Yeah, it's one game and be happy you got the win and didn't lose a close game. But also, how did you look against an opponent that would be maybe Northwestern's level record-wise if they were in the Big Ten? Like, if you're going to compete with the big boys, or that's where you think you're at, or we're hearing in the offseason or leading up to the beginning of the season, the progress is going to keep trending that way. It should be noticeable, man. You should be able to see a difference when you're playing these teams that aren't that good.
Start of the second quarter. Between quarters, Danny Rogers talking to Huskers head coach Matt Rule.
Coach, over 200 yards of offense there in the first quarter, but 2 goal line stops. What's it going to take to finish these drives?
Well, I mean, we fumbled the ball. You can't win the game if you turn the ball over. And they did a nice job there.
Matt Rule was saying.
Well,
Now, you know what? I'm not playing into the Ozempic
Well,
thing.
the defense plays better in a crucial situation here.
I got Matt Willis back. That's just hard work and
That Ben Finley threw from
dedication
his
to a
own
diet.
end zone.
Good pass breakup by Singleton.
3rd down and 8 at the 3-yard line.
It's one of the most impressive
Really good
aspects
defense.
of this
Now they got a
Husker
punt from their own end
secondary
zone.
because they got
Let's see if
guys
Eckler can
like
block this for
Singleton
us.
who can run the alley with physicality, but also trail receivers on in-breaking routes.
You can't really break it
at
up,
the
dude. Just
third
let it go
level
through.
of the
He,
formation. That's
Ja'Cory Barney'd
versatility
it.
across the board like few secondaries have.
Our offensive line getting owned on 4th and less than a yard versus Akron is concerned. That's what I'm saying, man. You need to be imposing on these types of games for these teams.
Just shy of the 20-yard line. Outstanding field position for the Cornhuskers as we have Dave Rebson with the studio update.
What up, Dave?
You need to be able to get 1 yard against everybody.
Mark, 73 points for USC last week.
It's concerning in greater areas, but it's like this isn't Michigan's defense, and if you can't convert a yard on Michigan's defense, I don't think you're even going to hang around in that game, let alone have a real chance of beating them.
The punt was only 37 yards. The return was
Their offensive line is going to be tougher for the defensive line, which means if they decide to run their quarterback, shouldn't be any trouble.
Tough spot to be in as a punter.
Back in the game is Emmett Johnson. He's in motion out of the backfield.
About 3 wide. And then my right side. Johnson goes out in motion. Backfield over the middle. That should be a flag, man. I mean, it was overthrown, but he was on his back before he could get his arms out.
As a quarterback, even though Bruno Dole is 6'7", he's not really in the vision of Dylan Raiola because of all the other bodies that are there.
Never mind. I didn't see you got
was
tipped.
a defensive end pre-snap, just dropping back there at a moment's notice.
Bruno Dahl is from Hamburg, Germany. He was an exchange student for a year in high school in Mississippi. And he has found his way to playing at Akron as a redshirt sophomore. Emmett Johnson.
Brother was under center. Keys in motion at the top with Lindenmeyer. Tight set. Hand the ball to Emmy. Tries to go outside and didn't have the space to do it.
You can tell Emmett Johnson a bit disappointed
This is
with
concerning.
himself there because there was so much space and opportunity to make a move. He was sort of indecisive. Do I take him inside? Do I take him outside? Do I run him over? By the time he was done making the decision, he'd been tackled one-on-one.
Now was stopped by
This is
DeMarco Johnson.
not the end of the world, but it's not. It's just making me realize how wrong my estimation of what we'd look like this year, at least early on, is. We're not going to finish kind of where I anticipated it. This is a little appetizer where we get the season overthrown. Way overthrown.
We've seen Isaiah Hunter as the player,
and now we'll have to kick a field goal. So this is
go his way, but Dane Key
the 4th drive. We're in scoring position. In between a fumble, inability to convert a goal line punch in from a yard, and then even with back-to-back them having to try to come out of their own end zone, we're going to collectively get 5 points out of it.
Camden Cook is the holder. Got the snap down.
And oh, by the way, it's Akron I'm talking about, not Michigan or Penn State or even Iowa or Wisconsin or Maryland, you know what I mean?
In the first quarter and change tonight.
All with better rosters.
Look at Lincoln, Nebraska, where the
So 12-0, defense is doing its thing. Offense is doing its thing in spurts. It just can't stay consistent and finish drives. So we'll see, man. This is kind of what I was talking about. Like, as things happen, develop during the game that aren't working, can we make in-game adjustments? Things that are working, can we exploit them?
New toasted sandwiches at
We kind of have a little bit of an idea.
I don't think they'll take
Those intermediate routes seem to be there.
Take Discover.
Raiola to tighten up a little. There's been a few one-handed catches, a couple overthrows.
You're stuck in the past,
The one
baby.
pass to Ja'Cory in the end zone.
13 pairs of
Barney should have caught it, but it definitely could have been thrown a little better. I know that's a tough angle. You're trying to lead a guy to the sideline, keep it in, but get over the defender that's
Discover's accepted
between
at
you and
99%
him
of places
and
nationwide.
blah, blah, blah. But
Earn cash back at all of them.
What you doing, Zach? My T-Mobile
got to figure it out, man.
so
Got to
good.
make teams
I wish I
pay
could tell the whole world.
on
Zach,
those.
go right ahead.
I'm writing in all caps because I cannot find my glasses. Frustrating. I lose them several times per day. Yeah, man. I don't know. For me, a lot of times it's easier. Dude, I'm old enough now that when I'm reading shit, a lot of times I'll put the camera on my phone and then zoom in and use my camera to do the deal. I had glasses. Didn't think I really needed them when I got them, but now I realize that, especially reading small stuff, how much I do.
Taste them before they're gone. Get it delivered in the app.
Slant there.
A term you hear used frequently is the Midwestern ethic. I'm not exactly sure
Alexander
what that
the
means,
Great and terrible. Wow, started out all right, but sure can't be happy about the offense in the red zone. Trouble brewing if we don't score more than 40 on this team. Yeah, that's what I don't know about the points, man, because I think, or the score, because I would think they're going to try and get a big enough lead depending on the situation in the game. So, like, at what point in the game, by how many points you're up, when they want to start getting other guys in. So I could see that altering the score. But based on our number ones against their number ones and only having 12, it's not like we just got 12 because, you know, we went the length of the field and that's what we got settled with. I mean, twice they're trying to come out of their own end zone. A great drive going down, the fumble at the end zone, like that, all that. Any one of those things is concerning, but you stack those three drives together, definitely concerning. No, if we're playing a middle to above average pack team in the Big Ten or one of the top teams, and we're up 12-0, and it's like, man, then you kind of look at it a different way. I would look at it a different way. Like, you know, we fumbled, we should have scored a touchdown, and blah, blah, blah. The defense did its job. You can kind of look at it a different way. But when you're playing these teams, man, gotta open it up on them. At least show that you can.
Take advantage of any sailgating opportunities last week.
I did not get out to Lake Washington.
It's a missed opportunity, my guy.
I'm with World Cup. Just stop reading altogether, man. Shit's overrated.
But I did see on social media today that you took advantage of a run set.
Oh, yes, I did.
All right, from the 25, 1st and 10.
Marcel Williams is out.
Slot goes in motion.
As I reference,
sideline catch to about the 34,
first time I've got one of those.
30,
first
just shy of 35.
Several drives that Akron's offense has had any level of comfort away
The
from
9.5 yard quick out.
They've had a fumble recovery at the 2 and a goal line stand at the 1. And there's trouble at the mesh point. Down goes Sean Patrick.
Second one, most likely run. Blown up in the backfield. I think that was indecision by the quarterback.
Within this Huskers defense is Deshaun McCullough. He starts off ball at one
I think he couldn't make his mind up if he was going to keep it or give it. The running back decided he needed to take it. Oh, the snap was off too. So maybe not. Maybe it wasn't on the quarterback.
For the running back to advance.
The center tried snapping it to the running back.
If you're Joe Moorhead as the offensive coordinator along with being head coach,
all right. Good on the defense, man. Went from a 2nd and 1 to a 3rd and 4. Get a stop here. Could be good field position. Oh, yeah. That screen was blown up before it got started. The defense is looking like it should against a team like this, man. They've got more field to work with and spread and do things. They had that 1 9-yard pass.
That's one of the things
They've had him pinned back in the end zone.
Throughout the week. When you read it, if you diagnose it, go and get it.
Way to break down. Great job on the defense, man. Tiger Shark says the sky's fallen since we're not up by 21. I'm sure he's not being sarcastic at all. I think the sky's falling on the East Coast, bro. That's why all them games are getting delayed. Ooh, thought it might get to him. Finally a punt return. Just enough hang time for the gunner to get to him. But don't you guys worry. We get another commercial. World Cup says, I like the efficiency of the D against this type of opponent. Offense in the red zone, very concerning. Offense, period, is concerning. I mean, there's like these streaks where there's boom, boom, rhythm going, moving the ball, and then just stalls out. Even especially the red zone, for sure. I agree with that, but I don't put a ton of emphasis on the Emmett Johnson fumble that he's just grinding, trying to run hard and get in, making guys miss in the backfield. You could argue that offensive line needs to keep him clean until he can at least get to the gap. He shouldn't be juking guys as he's getting the ball from Raiola, but at the same time, he's got to. He can't let ball security go by the wayside. But
learning a lot.
That's a touchdown for sure. If it's not for the fumble, even if that guy wraps up or whatever, the way he's going and where it's at, he's going to be able to take his momentum into the end zone. So I mean, that should have been a touchdown in the red zone. I know should, coulda, woulda, but Emmett's not a. There's not a problem with Emmett fumbling. Like I think there's a lot to learn. Situation where good thing you can just ask Google. Especially if you get as many touches as a guy like him's going to get, you're going to have some mishaps here and there.
But there is some gravy to be had. You know, I always seem to get primo parking.
I don't remember who was watching the Michigan game, but how's that going?
24/7 fast, friendly claim support.
I never do this, but could I get a picture?
Yeah, it's not like you run into animal celebrities every day.
Stop! It's Doug the Pug! Doug!
I stand corrected.
I literally never do this.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
This ball represents a cashback card that charges annual fees.
You're playing real life fantasy football. You're a GM in the NFL. Every team empties their roster, starting over. Everybody gets to pick. You got the first pick. You're going to take a quarterback. Which quarterback right now in the NFL do you think is who you'd build your franchise around?
To support classroom engagement.
Visit Spectrum.com.
I had this conversation with a lot of people.
To get started.
Who was interested? OU up 7. And they just threw a pick.
Tomorrow, Harper Murray and the top-ranked Huskers square off with Cal as part of the can't miss.
Brandon, a shutout would be dope. I don't think it's going to happen. Let me rephrase that. The starters for sure should be able to pitch a shutout. I don't know that the second and third guys, if and when we get to a point where they come in, if they'll be able to maintain. I think some of that depends on what Akron does with their depth, but we'll see. Bo Nix, Brandon says. Alrighty. Barney in motion, handoff to Emmett. Emmett cuts back, a little spin, gets another yard, and then pushes his way for about another yard or two. It's about 5-6 yard gain.
He made a quick spin move to continue to advance the
Maybe.
football.
Second down and 5.
5 yards. Brandon with the $1.99. Appreciate you, brother. Says love the content. Keep it up. I'm trying, man. I'm not real savvy on the mic like Gabe is, so just holding it down until he's back. Shouldn't be much longer. Don't love that little 2-yard gain.
Yep, I'm in the presence of the All-American, and you were here during the game your freshman year where Nebraska volleyball set the world record for attendance at a women's sporting event.
Jackson.
Your smile lights up so much. How much do you love that you get to push this sport forward and women's sports in general?
There you go, Raiola. There you go, Raiola. That's what I'm talking about, man. He dropped back. Nothing was happening. He got his lane and ran. You stand there, let him close in on you, and then go.
So first of all, we're so grateful for that. And then I think also just the culture that we have here at Nebraska volleyball, it's so incredible, and getting to represent it, I'm super grateful. But it's just such an honor getting to represent not only women's volleyball, but just women's sports as a whole, and have such a big platform and try to empower younger athletes.
First and
to also
10.
be great and just set high standards.
3 wide receivers, Lindemeyer on the left. Can't tell who's in the backfield. Looks like Johnson. Yep.
Volleyball team. And you're
Oh.
taking that off this year as a junior. What does that mean to you?
Is that Key? Key fall down?
Especially here at Nebraska.
Oh, he says talking about trouble with guys falling down. I thought he was mainly talking about running backs, but
I think also what makes our team super special is we have so many leaders on the team. You know, we have a lot of returning upperclassmen who have
move my chair to the right so move your chair to the right so we can see Emmett's yards.
I think that it's just really good to have on your team because you can lean
my
on
right,
everyone to kind of have that leadership role. But to have that main title alongside Bergen and Becca, I'm super grateful. And, you know, we're going to use it.
You're right.
Fantastic. Good luck this season.
Maybe.
Danny, that was a great interview to recap
Emmett
what has happened
wants a
during
little
the
left.
interview.
About a 9-yard gain.
Scramble for a first down on third down. Then
Decent blocking ahead of him.
Dane Key and Elijah Reed on first down on this play, Anthony.
Working
Emmett,
off of
I'll
press
tell you
coverage,
Emmett's yards,
ball
man.
in flight. It looks in live action like Elijah Reed sort of slings Dane Key down to the ground, but upon replay, it really looks like his feet just
Yeah, that was a
slid
little
out
slip,
from under him.
assisted
You're allowed to
slip,
be
if you will.
engaged with the receiver in college football down the field.
Then on second down, Emmett Johnson ran the ball for 8
Oh, I was
yards.
gonna
So
do too.
Nebraska's still in a good position. And they're in an excellent position right now. Johnson right through the A-gap.
That's a Clark good motion. Up the gut. Emmett up the gut, dude. Just gouging him. Almost takes it in, dude. Into the 4. Here we go. Red zone. Short red zone.
Coming right at you.
I go hurry up, man.
Being moved by Justin Evans
I can run down there and line up. Just hammer on him.
Offensive line.
Great blocking. Look how wide that is. Great blocking.
Advance on the third level untouched.
36 yards.
Down to about the 3.
Already has a 47-yard touchdown run tonight. Going old school I formation.
This says Emmett has 9 carries for 79 yards and a touchdown. Line up with a fullback.
Remember the previous
Goes
time
to,
Nebraska
he gets
offensively
nothing.
got down
Loses a
here
yard,
using the
maybe
legs
2.
Of Emmett Johnson, made a fantastic cut and then got
Cam Leonard
surprised
comes from the
by
defensive
Justin
line to play
Anderson
fullback.
out of nowhere, forcing the fumble. It's one of the points that Matt Rule made with us as well about the growth of the program, right? You know, to be able to continue to have consistency
Like, why?
with your execution, protecting the football.
I get like
Don't
it's a
beat
predetermined.
ourselves in these
We're gonna try and hammer it up the gut, but
Heinrich Harburg and Luke
why not put
Lindenmeyer
Nelson or
shift across
Harburg
the
as your
formation
fullback? Now you got a
as the
receiving
two
threat as
tight
well.
ends. Second and goal at the 3. Johnson wide
Harburg and Lindenmeyer together, move to shift to the right. Roll out a shotgun's gonna pass. Throws it to Emmett. Easy walk-in touchdown. Easy walk-in touchdown. A little redemption for the fumble. This game could be way out of hand already, but it is what it is.
Utilizing those crossers, the in-cutting routes from one side of the formation, and because of the aggression, there's a lot of man coverage being played by the Zips right now. And
Come sleeping on defense. Nobody accounted for Emmett.
113 was Emmett Johnson's previous career best.
Odds we get 50? I don't think very high. If the field goal and the safety were touchdowns, then yeah, it'd be almost inevitable. It's kind of how long starters stay in.
19-0 Nebraska. Emmett Johnson put them in scoring position, then he finished it off.
19-0.
Living up to their name here early because those guys up front are
Thanks to the safety field goals, probably a lot of people that had some shitty numbers and pools that are going to end up hitting.
the star in the making for the Huskers.
Dale Patrick, I'm killing it. You mean I'm dying out here? I appreciate it. Appreciate you. Appreciate you guys being patient. Listen to my annoying, droning, unenthusiastic voice until Gabe gets in here and lightens things up. World Cup says Emmett's just got to go to bed with the ball tonight. I would be willing to bet that nobody's harder on Emmett for that fumble than he is.
This is Lebo Emo from Liberty Mutual, who helps save you hundreds by customizing.
Hot rod, beers to all. Yes, sir. As soon as his coffee's gone, I'm switching. I'm going to wait for Gabe to get in here, though. I'm going to try not to leave the stream again until somebody's back.
You can get this fixed now and pay later. You can get this.
Is it the 0 or through 0? I don't know. Sorry, man. We have a better record than Bama. Absolutely, dude. And make sure you rub that into everybody you can. Don't worry about how it sounds. Don't worry about them making fun of you after the fact. Just stand on it like you're super proud and you mean it. Like you really believe that we're better than Alabama because our record says so.
Who knew Walmart could come through like this?
And Iowa, day in the corn, man. Appreciate you, John.
Create your perfect dorm vibes with Walmart.
When we picture the future of work, we see you joining a global workforce that empowers growth.
Emmett's already over 100 yards, 114 yards with 2 touchdowns, 1 catch and 1 rushing. Unfortunately, it's the 1 fumble, but he's averaging 10.4 carry.
Start your
Raul's already got 146 yards.
It works naturally with your body to support digestion.
It's not, getting production out of the guys, man. It's just a mistake here or there.
Culturelle probiotics every day.
I don't completely disagree with some people on the play calling, but at the same time, if I'm Donovan Raiola, it's like, bro, we're playing Akron. You guys are making stupid money. We brought some of you guys from other places to shore up this offensive line. Push them out of the back of the end zone when we line up inside the one. Gary, I appreciate you holding down the fort until Gabe arrives. Thanks. Thank you, Live in Omaha, with the $20 dono. Appreciate all you guys hanging out, man.
And the middle portion of the second quarter. So what's happened in year 3 when Matt Rule has been at Temple?
Touchback out the back of the end zone. And the corn man. We have 200 yards of total offense right now. Damn, I just missed it. What's the time in the quarter?
Went to Baylor after a scandal with that program. 1-11, 7-6, and 11-3 in year 3.
Yeah, 2 of those possessions we took the ball over well on their side of the field. You know, it could be more, but the score should. I mean, there's gonna be gives and takes from it, but I mean, one thing I have to give the entire staff is mistakes Thursday night and different mistakes, or maybe not mistakes, just not capitalizing on opportunities, seem to avalanche in the past, and things would just go downhill. It doesn't seem to phase them. They just bounce back and do their thing. 1st and 10. Oh, he stone hands it. That would have been a 7-8 yard gain, but Sire Wright was honing down on him, so I don't think it would have been much more.
And you are galvanized. You should be as a team by year 3.
279 yards to 30 right now, Blue Penguin says. That's, I'm sure I know we're dominating the time of possession. I don't know what it is, but 8 minutes. So thanks, Sean. 8:13. Gabe's about to leave work. You guys, suffering will end soon. 2nd and 10 out of shotgun. Pressure up the gut. They run up the gut. He gets through. 1st down, about 11 and a half yard gain. That can't happen. A good penetration early, and he just was patient and still. Oh yeah, they never sealed that gap, right up that gap.
An upper body injury, but he's certainly their best, most effective runner.
73 yards in all last week, running and catching for
2 running backs. Sends one in motion, out of shotgun, little screen.
Walker back
gains about 2, 3, about 3.
2 catches last week, and Walker secures that for a gain of 3.
Brandon says we were too conservative last week. We took what they gave us, though. Yeah, there's definitely some conservativeness to Holgerson's offense. I think it's kind of a misconception. He has a track record and the ability to go into that air raid, but I think people associated him too much to the air raid when you look, especially when he took over and was coaching, and then later in his coordinating career was, like he said, a lot of the routine plays, just waiting for something to break. High throw, tried to one-hand meat hook it on 2nd and 7, incomplete. They're going to call flag. Come on, dude. If he didn't grab him at some point, if this is pass interference, it's crazy. If it's holding, maybe he held him during the route. I didn't see that part. But I mean, he just blankets him and good. Yeah, they did call him. So he must have grabbed him on the route before that.
Play fake in the backfield, and just as Miles Walker was trying to work on the end cut, you did see Sierra Wright grabbing a hold to him.
He's pulling him. You can see he let go of his jersey right before we could see it there, and he's still grabbing his arm. That might be why it was a little overthrown. Well, it was high, though, not out in front. I don't know. But not mad at the call. Josh, hang on, reaches in there. 1st and 10 out of shotgun, single back, handoff, swallowed up in the backfield. Woo! Little hip toss action by Willis McGahee, the 4th.
And just from the exterior of the offensive formation, that jack position has the potential to be a defensive end, an off-ball linebacker. It can drop into coverage. So sometimes you'll see
scot-free off the edge.
Position moving around, and here it's Willis McGahee. But that's sort of the where's Waldo for the opposing offense, to figure out where that particular player lines up. because he can end up anywhere.
Keeping him in. Leonard comes in, going with the speed. Going with the speedy. Front six. 3 wide. No tight end.
Prior to the delay of game,
2 in the backfield.
Akron's used his third and final timeout of the half. 30 seconds.
They call timeout. They used the last timeout to delay game.
Field and here on our coverage on the Big Ten Network.
Final timeout. Josh Warrior said 90s. I graduated 96 from OSU, Eddie George era. We heard all about the Huskers. Now I'm here. Jim Tressel and the sweater vest all day. I like Tressel, man.
Catching your favorite teams is easy. Whether it's on live TV or streaming, your games are front and center.
We're talking Taylor.
Okay, so
they're playing football.
this is a dumb question to Ohio State guy, but
the ultimate pro and college football experience.
I want to say if you take the jerseys off, but you can't do that. Every Husker fan in the world feels like Tommy Frazier was robbed of the Heisman for Eddie George. What's your stance on it? I'm sure you think it was the right call. I don't blame you. If I was a Ohio State fan, I'd probably feel the same way. I don't know. I don't know that I could be honest enough with myself to go, okay, if both of them played for, one was with USC and one was with Georgia, who would I pick? But I don't know. Tommy Frazier with that offense was insane. But Eddie George was insane. So, all right, 2nd and 13 from the 47, 46 and 3/4-ish mark. Out of shotgun. Pressure in his face, has to get rid of it quick. Way underthrown. We're going to be at 3rd and 13.
And to the eyes of Ben Finley, he's thinking that maybe you're going to see that linebacker come. That's Javen Wright. But Wright ends up dropping toward the field side there to the curl flat area. You get oncoming blitzers from Marquez Watson Trent. So
you guys talking about reading small print. I can barely read like the numbers on these guys' jerseys on my whatever this is, 50.
With just over 6 minutes left in the first half. The Zips with a 3rd and 13. Now Nebraska calls timeout.
Timeout, Nebraska, their 2nd of the half.
USC struggling against Georgia Southern. Good. I took Georgia Southern.
Nebraska up 19-0. We're back.
Nebraska going to burn a timeout.
Whether you are running a complex manufacturing
Gabe said a few minutes ago he's about to leave work.
A city's changing energy and utility
I think he'll be here before halftime even starts.
Maintaining a large fleet of aircraft. IFS's
I hope Holgerson pushes. Well, I hope we get off the field here, but I hope Holgerson pushes the issue. Run some 4-minute offense type deal and like really puts emphasis on getting punching the ball in before halftime. Not just worrying about bleeding the clock and getting in field goal range.
Akron has burned all 3 of their timeouts.
OSU has had a line of really good coaches. I don't think any are really hated. A lot of people hated Urban Meyer. I wanted Urban Meyer in Nebraska. I don't give a shit about any of the baggage stuff, whatever that comes along with them.
Very good in 3rd down situations. Held Cincinnati to 3 out of 10.
Tressel. I don't know why. I think I like Tressel because of the sweater vest and the glasses and the way. I don't know, man. I like. I don't know. I like Luke Fickell. Luke Fickell is another one I wanted Nebraska to get. That looks like a dumb call on my part, at least as of now. Out of shotgun, 3rd and 13, under pressure, trying to run. Defense did a really good job, but he found a dead center opening of that zone. It could have been a conversion, but tough throw on the run like that.
Just out of the reach of his receiver.
It's time to jump a little bit.
But winning one-on-one as a pass rusher.
Brandon Romansky. I hope I said that right. Romansky. I'm going to say Romansky. I like the way it rolls. 499 Dono. Nebraska versus Minnesota prediction. Almost the way this game started, both ends. I could see it being short field, stingy defenses, similar styles. Oh, nice bounce for us. I don't know, man. If you asked me this before the Cincinnati game, I'd say Nebraska. I don't know. 2 scores, 10 to 14, 13, something like that, maybe. Now, I don't know. Maybe a coin toss. I will.
Dana Holgerson about things Raiola didn't like.
I'll be watching. Like, I try to rewatch. If I can find the whole game, I try to rewatch every Big Ten game that I can. If not, I try to find as many highlights and stuff as I can, just to kind of see styles, you know, matchup styles or whatever. Not so much just how they did against teams, but how they do against styles. 1st and 10 from the 11. Roll out a shotgun. Dumps it over to, I can't see. Oh, and Isaiah Hunter, sorry. Gets the first down. Great first play. I like the play call. I like the execution. I like getting this drive started off on a gouge play like that for a first down. Thanks for the dono, Brandon. I don't know. I would say right now 50-50. I'll definitely be keeping an eye on Minnesota. Every Big Ten team we play. We'll kind of go over shit. I know we'll do a breakdown or more of a preview before that game. 1st and 10 in the 24. Handoff to Emmett. Up the gut. Nice game. It's about 8.
Yesterday afternoon at the Nebraska facility, he said that
kind of muddy.
Quarterback needs to have planning.
Line of scrimmage you had to get through.
He can retrieve information easier. He could be the best version.
He's just running hard this year, man.
And having his schedule so organized.
There's so much of the Raiola family that's invested in this Nebraska program.
And they're just gashing.
Minnesota. Hot Rod says Minnesota's kicking our ass. Maybe, man.
You see Corey Barney Jr.
Little jet.
And
to Barney.
Raiola, the offensive line coach here with the program.
Barney for about 4 or 5. Gets the first down.
And of course, his dad, Dominic Raiola, an All-American center here back in my day.
Yes, sir.
I really like the play call there. Second one, you got everything available. They're probably thinking run. But watching to defend the receiver, you see him going in motion. I think he's going in the block. Center counter for it. Good execution. Rose under center this time. 3 wide. Lindenmeyer at the top. Hands off to Emmett again. Little stutter step to the left and gets, I think, right at 10. I think he got right at the first down.
Dayton Raiola is now committed to the program as a recruit. So this is a fan base that's been deeply invested in the Raiolas for years now. I think
Hot Rod said 2 got to make the Barney got to make the block.
Not only huge expectations.
Gary, I know where to find the full games if you want them. I can send them to you in the Discord. You can, man. Gabe usually has all that. Gabe's usually able to find all that stuff and put it in. I'm not exaggerating when I tell you guys. I'm absolutely as dumb as they come when it comes to doing anything computer-wise or whatever. Toss out to Emmett for a quick little 3-yard gainer.
Moments like this.
And I'm fine with this. I'm fine with the little things like this. It sets up for bigger plays, keeps the defense guessing what you're doing. You're not just throwing the ball to a certain area of the field. You're not just doing a certain type of run play.
But there are moments like that where you see, you know what?
Eventually, small plays like this will break. It sets you up for the bigger plays, keeps the ball moving. Little chunks of yard at a time works. Shotgun with, it looks like Nelson in the backfield. Dumps it over to Harburg, who runs past the first down. About a, I don't know, 10-yard gain, 9-yard gain. Set up 1st and 10. Probably get one more play before 2-minute warning. Gabe is white-knuckling the Hemi as we speak to get home.
No pass rush responsibility, leaks out late.
So he must have eliminated his targets. I mean, finished up work in good time, and now he's able to get home and let Katie wash the blood spots out of his outfit. Play action, Raiola, deep over the middle, medium over the middle. Oh, yes! That is perfect. The play action worked perfect. The line did its thing. Perfectly thrown ball by Raiola. Great after the catch run by Quinn Clark.
But it doesn't have to be via the deep ball. You don't
Let's keep this momentum going second half, man.
When you have playmakers making plays out in the open field as we've seen so far.
Just a dart. It's perfectly thrown. Makes the guy miss. Doesn't get tripped up by the second guy. Good job, man. All right.
The Raiola family and their connection.
Hot Rod said Minnesota's king on that game. Yeah, I mean, when you get to the Big Ten, man, they're all critical.
A staple of the Nebraska running game, over 3,000 yards running the football.
KD,
in the late 80s.
you don't need to tell Gabe to be careful. He is a highly trained professional wheelman. I don't know if you guys know this about Gabe. The reason we can't talk about what he does is in his past life, he was a wheelman for a highly successful bank robbing ring.
Sports are great.
They shortened his prison time to get him out, work with the government.
But sometimes.
But that's about as deep as I can go into it. But yeah, the guy can drive.
Come here. I can't help but wonder. Is Sport Clips better than sports?
Hot Rod is ready to race for pinks, Gabe. So
Beat Sports Plus headlocks.
you might want to be careful bragging about your Hemi before it's parked in somebody else's garage.
It's a game changer.
Before it's parked next to a 76 Chevy Monza. Gabe, we called your boss. Go home. I think that's why he got out early.
Emmett Johnson has a touchdown run. Kyle Cunanan, who's kicking off, has
Oregon looked ridiculous. Oregon typically looks ridiculous, to be honest. That team is way too good to not be at least playing for championships the last couple of years. I would think they would have one or two by now. But again, man, it's, for me, this is just an opinion, not a fact or anything. It's talent is secondary to matchups. There's a sweet spot. It's kind of like you ever see that like funny video where the guy's doing the chart of how crazy a chick can be based on how hot she is. Like, your talent can be below other teams if it's only a certain amount and you are able to exploit matchups and vice versa. And I feel like Oregon gets where they play some of these other teams, and even though they might be more talented, they don't match up well with them. Great defense on the screen. He had nowhere to go with it. It looked like he might have even thrown to a secondary guy. I think it was supposed to be out a little wider.
Last week. Passing game and running game both.
And none have come by throwing the ball over the head of an Akron defender.
Just before the 2-minute timeout, one more snap here.
Second and 10, still not 2-minute warning. Remember some idiot on here said we'd have one more play? This is the third one since. Defense, dude, good. God, that was nice. I thought for sure that was a completion.
We have reached the 2-minute timeouts, and it's been all Nebraska here in the first half. Outside the Capitol.
Great awareness by Wright.
Lead it 26-0.
Great awareness.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. In 1941, Jeep wrote the book on four-wheel drive.
Years later, the Jeep brand is still influencing. Some create trends. We create our own trail. Some send a smile emoji. We smile for real. Don't call it a comeback. Jeep, there's only one.
Right now during the Jeep Drive-In to Fall event.
Yeah, Blue Penguin, not only a lighter sentence to no sentence, and then I think he's at a, I think it's a 7, maybe now with inflation they've got him up to an 8-figure income.
Powering a city's changing energy and utility needs.
Needless to say, he's turned his life around.
Maintaining a large fleet of aircraft.
Do we see the second string in the second half? I think absolutely. I just hope it's a little later in the third, or maybe not even to the fourth. But I feel like the offense, especially here, has finally gotten some stuff going. I'd hate for him to just get some momentum and then go, okay, guys, we're up enough.
Award-winning asset and
We're
service
going to pull you out, and then
software.
we see some spitting and sputtering early next week. And I just like to see some continuity and chemistry and rhythm and flow going before they pull those guys.
What is this place?
Those kids, why aren't they watching college football?
And nobody's tailgating?
Don't they know it's Saturday?
Hey, you know how to get
Scott
to
says
the
they look good so far. This is what you do to teams like this. Yeah, it's what you're supposed to be doing. If you're as advertised, I wasn't as hard on some of the losses the last 2 years. Like the goalpost has moved each year for me, but I didn't have like crazy expectations the first year. I had a little bit higher expectations than what we did last year, but it wasn't much. But with, I've said this a million times. I'm tired of hearing myself say it. I'm sure everybody else is tired of hearing me say it. But with the Matt Rule Year 3, the new Improved receiving core, another year development with Raiola, and
Ask your independent agent how to own
excuse me, Holgerson having a full off season together. Holgerson over Satterfield is a huge upgrade. Like all those things really made me think
Wednesday Adams. My meal of
it'd be a pretty big step this year.
It's pure torture
and just
with uniquely excruciating dips of dread.
a combination of things, but mainly the play calling or lack of adjustments in the Cincinnati game kind of set me back. But and then the way this started, but we might play a really good team. We might play a Michigan team, Penn State team, whatever, that makes our defense look bad. But they're passing the test in front of them. You know what I mean? Like I thought they did well last Thursday. Some things for sure need to be worked on. Today, I think they're doing exactly what they should be doing to a team like this.
Blowouts in the Big Ten here in week 2 and updates on Michigan, Oklahoma.
If Dan says if the deep safety doesn't play the receiver, that's a pick off the tip. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I mean, sometimes you play a little man underneath, or if a guy gets out of a zone, then the safeties that are in the zone pick up and plays man. Good pressure. Good throw getting out of there. He needs to catch that.
Some opportunities here.
That's
for Akron.
Sadly, that's about the closest the pressure's gotten to him.
Held up just well enough
as far as disrupting the pass or almost
able to hit that back
getting to him.
Start to climb the pocket methodically.
They just keep overrunning, man. Doesn't matter if it's
wasn't able to come up with the grab, but that's the third different time now where
the ends, the outside backers, like they just
went awry because
4 or 5 yards right past on the edges.
I got something for you on Nebraska defense. After this punt, got something for you.
False start, offense number 12.
Here was a punt, and we get a flag ahead of time. We might get another score, boys, before this half's over.
Tonight, I believe that is Akron's first penalty of the game.
Something positive for the Zips.
They had 5 last week, and their 10-0 loss to Wyoming.
Gabe doesn't text and drive. He has an assistant with him at all times, like he said, but he also has a security team. So there's plenty of people to help keep an eye on the road, text. I think he has somebody do his texting, somebody else proofreads it. I think he has a fact checker that goes around with him. Oh, Barney wanted to pick that up so bad.
Season, a game and a half in for Akron, but he was really good last week. Was able to pin Nebraska earlier in this game.
For sure, Josh. All season, no significant. You're gonna have some bang up, but I hope anybody hurt any of these.
It's a surprising result.
Michigan missed a gimme field goal. So is it still 7-0?
Very effectively,
I would assume.
they have the benefit of an 11-yard punt, meaning they'll start at the 31.
It'd be nice to score more than Ohio this game.
At the Zips 31 with Emmett Johnson.
Let's see if we can punch one more in before half.
Split out wide. You saw him moving a little bit, and this is easily caught.
4 wide. No tight end. Emmett in the backfield. Those outside of Barney to the oh god, dude, Barney. I love that dude. He's probably my favorite offensive player. It's so weird though that like against Cincinnati, he got slapped in his thigh, went down. He's like tripping on himself. Guys just kind of lazy arm tackles or twisting him and bringing him down. But then you have like the play where I thought his knee was going to be rolling down the 50-yard line, and he popped back up and goes. It's hard to bring him down. It's just weird. Oh shit, that was cool. That's amazing defense by number 11. He didn't do a bad job of blocking. He squared up, was in the right spot. He just drove him right into Barney.
Volume of snaps and volume of targets as well for Ja'Cory Barney Jr. Raiola moving.
3 wide. Lindenmeyer on the right. Raiola wants to throw the corner, but he dumps it down to Lindenmeyer, who drags in for a TD. All right. I think we can say that this game, they fixed the offensive woes they were experiencing in the first quarter. What that means down the road, I don't know. But like I said before the game in our preview video, I kind of don't care. All you can go off of is what's in front of you. I love what they've adjusted and done. Tua almost held on to that dude a little too long.
That's a part of why Dana Holgerson was so excited about tonight's matchup. A very different look coverage-wise from what they faced with the Bearcats in week 1.
He talked about what Dylan Raiola was into. He said yesterday he's into sticking to the game
This?
plan like they
Are
did
you that
last
far
week. He
ahead?
said he loved that.
What are you talking about, Corn, man? You talking about the Michigan field goal? Or are you guys that far ahead of me that... Okay, never mind. I just seen that. You must be talking about different game.
Last week, and it's certainly come to fruition.
Lyndon Daddy.
33-0 lead here with 46 seconds left.
Lyndon Tutty. Who has the best Lyndon quote?
Preseason phase here, the maturity has always been there, but it's one thing to be mature as a high school recruit or a true freshman stepping into this cathedral that is college football and the expectations that come with that for where the program
for Lyndon Meyer, man.
Before he joined up, the excitement that was there once he committed and then signed. But then now in year 2, him even leading the team onto the field after the tunnel walk. He's the only underclassman.
World Cup said, yeah, you guys are all in the third quarter. I'm on like, no. We do this on purpose. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't be surprised with my internet, man.
Take this program into the next phase.
I wouldn't be surprised if people saw us and thinking, oh, they're doing a post-game live, and then they come in and we're talking during halftime.
Get up and say something to your point, Anthony. His teammates see the work ethic. Kickoff into the end zone by Cunanan. Tonight's advanced stat sponsored by IFS.AI.
So Akron up 46 seconds to work from the 25. Hang on just a second.
Dana Holgerson took
Good.
over late in the season last year as offensive coordinator. Completion percentage.
Lyndon zone still coming in. We'll take a vote here eventually.
And all the numbers that have improved for Raiola.
Holgerson's got to adjust that hog leg.
Over as the OC late last season.
Ed Foley's still, see, that's why Ed Foley's still telling him what plays to run. You guys all excited about Eckler. Pop a little lip pillow. Get a little juice in his jowls. Get ready for his halftime speech. He's going to go in there and be like, yeah, how many idiots on the internet now talking shit about my play calling. Good run off the right tackle. Get a first down and then some. It was a really good run. Defense can't be sleeping thinking it's halftime already, man. Stuff this down. They don't have any timeouts. They're going to be hurrying. Hopefully the crowd's still an issue. And then up 3 wide. Right in the bottom of the screen. Drops back. Throws out to the outside flat. I knew that was going to bring a flag. He didn't get turned in time. When he broke the route off, he just... his body just kept going through him. God, man. Defense plays so well to this point, man. Don't shit down your leg the last 46 seconds.
No way we're about to actually give up something, right?
I don't think so. They still got a ways. I mean, they might take a long field goal attempt, but he did turn his head around. Why is he reaching, grabbing like that? I get it. Your momentum's taking it, but he's got to tighten up. They don't have any timeouts, so we can keep him out of field goal range. All right, Lane Hart comes in late.
Oh, that pre-snap movement.
Oh, they must have subbed. They got to let us switch out.
Looking for Greer.
Oh, that's hold, dude. Come on, that's a hold. I don't know who it was at the top. So, like, the coming off the right edge, the defensive left edge, that's a sack if he doesn't get held. And there's 2 refs right there in the backfield watching it.
Yeah, what the hell?
Watch to the right side, coming around 51 there. Hands to the face first, and then he holds him the whole way around.
But visually, it just looks so different post-snap that it seems to affect quarterbacks really consistently pre-snap.
24 seconds left.
Is the world a little safer from terrorism now? I mean, did it work all right?
Well, Hegseth needed some help. Let's just put it that way. Okay.
There we go. Good job,
So
McCullough.
far
Finally,
behind. What
somebody
the
gets
hell?
through. I am. Let me see.
Yeah.
This is. I haven't
We'll
messed with
see
this
what
screen.
the outcome of this penalty is.
What are you seeing right now?
Refs.
Referee Chris Coitz.
Still the refs?
Give us the call here with 16 seconds left in the first half. And one that appears is going to favor the Zips.
Personal foul.
Flags on us.
Face mask. Defense
Like
number
they're walking that
15.
way.
15-yard penalty. First down.
He face masked him?
Moves it all the way to the 29 in Nebraska.
It's a speedy defense.
Come on, dude. Give up
The Cornhuskers,
instead of a sack, it's a 15-yard penalty.
The guys with their hands in the dirt,
I didn't
moving
see
after the
it.
snap.
Yeah.
Second level on
Got
twist
him.
stunts. Yes, Deshaun McCullough does get that.
Damn,
left hand
dude.
around the
Break
face
down
mask.
and
It was
square up and tackle him.
inadvertent. It was inadvertent. He's just
It's
reaching
because
in.
he's like running, like I just picture his eyes closed with his head swinging. Like, just lock in, get him dead to right.
Finley steps into a throw. Great defense by Andrew Marshall. His name is Marshall. Type shit.
I really do like some of the pass.
You want to go grab some coffee or
I'm gonna go
pee or something?
Been with the program, but those who
and
transferred
grab
in.
some more coffee. Or
Tough
anything. Actually, I might switch to
We've been
beer.
talking about this
Mm.
throughout the night. Some
Do you think
sip,
you're
just
man enough
sip.
to drink a beer?
man across
Well, I
the
don't drive a
board.
Hemi,
Andrew Marshall had him gloved up.
so probably not.
Tim Greer
Speaking of
played
lickety
at
split.
Fresno State, caught 12 passes for 144
What's good,
yards
everybody?
last season.
I didn't have the
I'll
heart to
try
tell you
and
you
one.
weren't really working. That you were just getting a footprint gas pedal installed.
Wow. Good
Pressure from
pressure.
Singleton all the way from the back.
Heavy pressure from Deshaun Singleton, throws it away.
Now, in your extensive research, did
Finley's
you have
just
to see
walking.
who their field goal kicker
To
is?
the right side of the offensive formation.
No.
He's going to rush, but he doesn't. He drops.
No, I
and then
literally
force is
didn't.
brought from the
Man,
left
if your
side.
scouts got back
But
to
the
you.
Not a real
protection,
man like
you
you,
just have no
sir.
idea because of all the zone pressure that they bring when they're dropping bodies up front and all the stemming that happens pre-snap. It's a lot for the offensive line to figure out.
Well, Akron's not going to risk it.
Yeah, they got to kick here because they don't have timeout. So.
Dang it, man.
Their third and final time
Oh, he would have shanked that one, dude. Watch, he's going to cash this one now. Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Depends on what his mind's like.
Miss you
And watching
too,
that tail
Dan.
left on it might have gotten his head.
And now that Nebraska has taken the time, you do wonder, you know. Joe Moore
Hit that like, guys, please, if you haven't had a chance. I know Gary's been begging for likes, and it's embarrassing, but
That's all I do, man. Groveling.
please hit the freaking like button.
I'm sure it'd be nice to
Why won't you hit the like button for like 2 hours before I get back? Is all I really heard.
That's really all the streams have been.
They're like, Gary, will you just talk about the game? We already hit the like button. No, you didn't.
Some of it has been off-man coverage, but here in the
Not
second quarter,
everyone.
a lot more press man, so you wouldn't
Please just
likely hit
miss
that out
this.
too easily.
You just shanked your practice kick.
46-yard
What up,
attempt.
Mark Hub?
Wiley kicked some in 2023 and made 4 field goals. He was
I
not
guarantee you
the
he
kicker
cashes
last year.
this.
He has that responsibility again.
Let's see where we're at. Snap, kick,
Points of the
Cash
season.
Money Records.
And it's off the upright.
Off the upright. What?
And they are still scoring
Dog, when I looked
for
away,
2025.
it was.
You know what you did? You did what Emmett Johnson did.
Took my eye off the.
You
off
took
the
your eye
prize.
off before the whistle blew.
Those initial points of 2025. Sailing
That thing had to have
just
hooked
glided
last
up to the
minute.
left to doink
It was fading the whole
off
way.
the upright.
It was like a
That's
right to left
insane,
kick.
bro. I
Plenty of lead
legit
behind it.
feel bad for Akron at this point. They got an alcoholic for a coach.
Joe Moore
They
hit
got
pretty sure.
jerseys that they looks like they stole from the
Alcoholic
high school.
for a
33
coach.
nothing is the
Looks
lead,
like they
and
stole their
Nebraska
jerseys from a high
will
school.
take a knee and a first half that
That's awful
saw them
hurtful. All right, man. I'll let you
nearly
get
400
reacquainted.
yards
Please
of
go
offense. Comes to
I'll
an
be
end.
back.
Gather
about
your
an hour and a half.
composure, maybe, you
Of this
know.
Huskers offense on display,
Maybe go get
but
better
not
real
because
quick
of the
before I
air
come
back.
yards of the football.
Let's see what I can do.
Giving their playmakers chances
Perhaps.
to run after the catch. They were certainly doing that at a high level. And this offensive line. they had some
And one
back
said,
and
I
forth
blame
over that
Rule. He
Cincinnati
iced the
defensive
kicker.
front last
Good.
week, but man, if they played well up front.
Maybe it worked. I mean, he missed the first one way worse.
Had 353
But
yards of total offense.
that good old mafia chair of Gary's. It's seen better days. Matt Rule, everybody.
Yesterday you told us you weren't panicked about explosive plays in your offense, 6 of them in the first half. What's made the biggest difference in yards after catch for your team?
Well, I mean, I don't think we've punted yet. We haven't been stopped. We stopped ourselves, unfortunately. The fumble at the goal line's not good enough. But I think the poise, we found a couple runs that have hit for explosives. And Nice has done a nice job getting open.
Emmett Johnson, your workhorse, over 130 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns in that first half. How dynamic is he in your offense?
He's a fantastic player, catching the ball in empty. But, he fumbled the ball on the 1-yard line, didn't get to start the next drive, went right back in. What's next? Love his attitude. He's a team guy.
Thanks, Coach.
the ever sexual Matt Rule. All right. Let me see if I can get this. See if I can't get this old Gamecast to update. What's going on? It says data currently available. Wow, they're just cucking us because it's Akron versus Nebraska and they don't have nobody to work on it. Hot Rod Monza says Hogleg, the leader of the Big Red Horsemen. Well, has he really whipped that hog leg out today? I feel like we haven't seen him whip that leg out, and I want to see it. I do. But I don't know. This game's been pretty good. I'm loving what I'm seeing from Raiola. I hope Raiola plays the whole third quarter and ends up over like 350 yards. Get Emmett 200 yards rushing if you can. I know that's greedy. That's super greedy. It's just coming so easy for him. I'd like to see it because I think he could get that lickety split. Speaking of lickety split, Rex Fortune says, who here is laughing at West Virginia losing to Ohio U? That is crazy. That's crazy. I didn't really get a good chance to look at all the scores around the country this afternoon. If I'm being completely honest, you guys know that I'm a program builder, right? That's not new information. I'm a bit of a program builder, not unlike Matt Rule. I was working on my East Carolina rebuild on EA Sports. Rex says Florida is losing to South Florida. That's shocking. Truly shocking. In fact, maybe we go in here and look at the scores. See what kind of picture this stream gives us. That's not bad. It's not a bad little cutout. So we got, wow, Utah 63-9 over Cal Poly. Miami cooking Bethune-Cookman. South Carolina and South Carolina State delayed. LSU up only 10 to Louisiana Tech. Personally, I brought Louisiana Tech. No. I didn't play. I haven't run their team yet. But them Raging Cajuns, we got a couple of natties. Not a big deal. We'll talk about it later. We won't. Arizona State down 17-0 almost at half. Shocking. That's not a knock at Miss State. I don't know how good Mississippi State is, but I thought Arizona State had bigger plans than that this season. Halftime, I kind of wish I could watch that Michigan-Oklahoma game, but Michigan and Oklahoma. Texas worked San Jose State. Arch with what, 295? I might need to zoom that in or something. I'll fix this later. Illinois snaps Duke's neck. 45-19. Go. Talking about the Skurs.
Rhythm, and that run game has really helped that passing game out with play action, being able to get the ball down the field. They're looking really good offensively right now.
They are indeed. How about
South Carolina officially, South Florida officially beat Florida. I thought you were just saying that they were up and it was funny. I didn't know it was over. Wowee.
Yeah, I'll get the machines cranked up and we'll see what else we can come up
with.
How about Purdue and Southern Illinois? This game also on the Big Ten Network for those who are interested.
Purdue up 10 at halftime.
Purdue offense opening up a little bit. Josh Henson.
So Iowa State beats Iowa. You love to see it.
Up 10.
You love to see it. What Gronowski?
Oklahoma's Deion Burks, a former Purdue Boilermaker, with the first touchdown of the game. Oklahoma added another one just before the half.
He's not even in the
break. In Norman, Howard
not even in the stats. It couldn't have been good.
In LA,
absolutely.
Jacoby Lane for the Trojans.
One-on-one going vertical.
So
defensive back off with
What do you guys think of this game, this Husker game going on? I haven't been here to talk to you guys about it. I was secretly watching the entire game at work. So don't you worry about that. I saw it all. Every once in a while, I'd click back over here to see what Gary was doing. Not impressed. We'll also talk about that later. I'm going to give him a performance review live. I love what we're doing. I am not one of those guys that demands high octane offense. Okay? I am fine with what we're doing. 33-0 is delicious to me. We didn't start the game great with that. Well, we did start it great, but then that fumble. Let's talk about that fumble real quick. What do you guys think about that fumble from Emmett Johnson? Because to me, it just was unlucky. Just felt unlucky. Whoops. Accidental. No problem. This is not a guy who has fumble issues, knock on wood. This isn't, it didn't make me have flashbacks of, what's my boy's name that we had for a while there that was fumbling the ball? Grant. It wasn't like, oh no, like we're like, I didn't mind. It's just like, oh well, it happens. It happens. It was unfortunate.
Well, he had to make a couple guys miss as soon as he got the ball. Then he's running hard with not the greatest balance through the gap. So he's not square on his feet. And then the guy comes in and hits him square on the ball. So I mean, it's like still hold on to the ball, but also it's not like he's out there like Michael Vick with the ball and, palming it and dancing around or whatever, and he gets knocked out. So it's, I don't know, man. It is what it is. It wasn't like a critical point of a critical game or anything. So,
yeah. And then he came back in and righted his wrong.
Yeah.
They brought in Mackay. How about that little one-handed tap catch from Ives? I like that.
Yeah. There's a couple. Did you see all the one-handeds?
I saw the dude.
Hunter had one. Lindenmeyer had one.
Who does Luke Lindenmeyer think he is? Becoming a badass.
He is too.
You're a walk-on.
A walk-on
with
that had,
no
I don't know
accolades.
If you heard what I was saying when I was talking about since he's been here, we had like Eric Gilbert who'd been to LSU and Georgia came in. He was supposed to be a big name. Fedoni, one of the biggest recruits we had, just waiting for him to come off injury. They moved Harburg. He's a popular one. Carter Nelson, one of the bigger recruits coming out of the state of Nebraska. All these big name and hyped up tight ends come in. He just keeps his nose of the grindstone doing work, and now he's arguably the most productive weapon outside of Emmett.
It's like, I understood that he was going to be our best blocking tight end, which was going to earn him snaps.
Minutes.
Yeah. I didn't realize that he was going to be so talented that you could rely on him.
Yeah.
That's just
well-rounded. You don't need to bring in
beautiful.
a guy to block. You don't need to bring in a guy to catch. Like, he can do everything you want.
It's the epitome of a Nebraska, walk-on. It's the epitome of a Nebraska walk-on in the good ways that we're used to. So impressive. I had no expectations for him to be this good. I'd really like to see Harburg get lined up in like the slot or something, like out wide, and use him as a receiver. But
something, get him the ball in space, let him use his speed and whatnot. But I don't know.
It's a good problem to have, man. We got a lot of weapons. We really do.
Yeah. And you know how the season gets, where guys will be
Dane Key's barely even
banged up,
making a dent right now.
Yeah,
so
I
weird.
thought about that earlier on, but I haven't been able to pick up quick enough pre-snap to see if he's getting bracketed or doubled or if other guys are just getting more open or they're earlier in the progressions, see how it rolls.
But I mean, over the last 2 games, I'm not seeing really that much from Dane Key.
I'm not first game and a touchdown.
That's true. The tutty, that play action tutty.
I think he had 5.
I guess I'm just expecting so much more, and I'm not calling him out. I'm actually.
You said you want him off the team yesterday.
Wow, that was in private.
Oh my bad.
I'm just worried about how come we're not focusing getting him the ball. I just want to get as much use out of him as we can because we only have him for 1 year, right?
Yeah, he was targeted 6 times against Cincinnati, had all 6 caught for 51 yards and a touchdown, averaged 8.5 yards a catch.
Yeah, but I taught you that.
You taught me all that.
Through a text message earlier, and now here you are.
Acting like it's my information to share.
Scott Lassie says, I do have concerns about the running back behind Emmett once Big Ten. But absolutely, dude.
Yeah, but we haven't seen him get a chance to get in a rhythm. Like running back, you need to get some rhythm. It's one of those.
Can I be completely honest?
Unless you're a power guy that goes in for stuff like that, or you're just a speed guy that goes in on third down that can catch or something. Like if you're going to be the workhorse for even a series, like you got to establish some momentum or whatever. What's up? Are you serious with?
I'm almost ready to see the white boy.
I don't think you can say that.
Oh, shit.
Well, you can. I can't.
I think I'm about ready to see Connor Booth. And the reason I say that is because I did not like the way that tush push looked, and I did not like the way that Ives tried to play what's his name that we had last year? Why am I blanking? From Oregon, now with Kentucky.
Dowdell?
He tried to do a Dowdell impression and got stuffed an entire 1.5 yards short. Like, what was he diving for, bro? You think this is Space Jam?
I really wish I could tell you.
Wow. I don't know. I'm almost ready to see him because that dude looks like he will run through a brick wall. And I know that Ives is big, but he doesn't come across like he comes across as more of a tweener, honestly. Like he's got good hands.
Who's that?
Ives.
Who
he doesn't seem like a bruiser to me. But he should be.
Well, I think he can be, but I don't think that's his. I think he's Brandon Jacobs or Dowdell, or whatever you're saying. Like that's his style or his main archetype or whatever you want to call it. I think he's a little more versatile. I think he's a big guy that you assume that, you know what I mean? Not you specifically, but I think you just assume, well, he's what is he, like 6'2", 6'3", something like that? Maybe even 6'4", bigger back, but he's.
And it was just one goal line carry. I'm not trying to get over my skis here and act like he can't do it, but that one didn't look good. That tush push looked embarrassing, truly embarrassing. Both of those plays, that's crazy, bro. That is crazy work to get stuffed at the goal line like that twice.
Well, I mean,
ain't no damn
also
way.
The offensive line needs to move that line of scrimmage 3 yards deep in the end zone.
You're right. And our offensive line is supposed to be able to do that.
Line. Yeah.
Their strength is, run blocking. So why can't we push Akron 1 yard to get our gigantic back?
They didn't when we needed them to on that one, but I don't know.
I'm just thinking about when we're lined up against Big Ten teams. You can't tell me you're not worried. You cannot say
for
you're
sure.
not worried.
I was really worried after that Cincinnati game.
I'll tell you when to be worried.
And it wasn't just the score. Like a lot of people have done the what ifs, like, what if we don't have that offsides and we score there, or the false start, the offensive offsides, or and we score there, or what was one of the other ones? The missed block, Carter Nelson missing the block that would have sprung the touchdown. Like, even if those things would have happened, we'd have won by more. I'd still be upset and worried that they couldn't adjust for the quarterback run game and that they didn't adjust and manipulate other areas of the field with the shell defense. You know what I mean? Like, the score didn't have much to do with it to me. It was the inconsistency in offense and defense, but obviously for different reasons in those areas. So, I mean, I don't know if what do you think the sweet spot is where you start pulling starters? Because to me, like, you don't want to get people hurt, but you want to have this momentum, this feeling that the players are having with having all this success in offense. You want to really instill that, and then you want to have that again all game next week. That's the taste you want in your mouth when you get ready to play Michigan. Not, well, we still got to work on I mean, you're always going to have things to work on. Like, that's any good coach is going to find weaknesses that need to be tweaked or worked on, but you can't have the giant question marks that you had after Cincinnati.
I leave Raiola in until I get a couple of successful deep shots where the ball goes through the air for 25 or more yards complete. Running backs, I start now. I mean, I was saying, like, I would love to see Emmett cross 200 yards because I think he could do it sleepwalking in this game. So it's like, why not let him get that 200-yard rushing game? But
the blocking is so good on a handful of these. That's where he's getting these gouge runs. Like, he's doing a great job of getting every yard he can out of the shorter runs, extending them a little bit. But like the one touchdown, the one that set up for the Lindenmeyer touchdown, those were just, and there's some other ones that didn't score, didn't go quite as deep, but there's big gaps to run through. The downfield blocking, the edge blocking is good. It's not perfect every time. I'm not saying that, but what I'm getting at, the reason I bring that up is, like, that's where a lot of his yards are coming from. But this is an ideal spot when you're getting that kind of blocking, whether it's because the competition's worse or things are just clicking with the offensive line and the receivers. But this is, to me, where you bring in your young guys like Mazie and Nelson. They're going to have some lanes to run through. They're not going to be having to make a guy or two miss in the backfield every time, or they might make that happen, you know, if they get the ball and hesitate and don't stick a foot in the ground and go, but the opportunities will be there. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you're throwing them to the wolves to try and get their teeth cut in college football.
Yeah.
No, just the one.
Scott says, how does Florida coach keep his job after today? Whew.
I didn't see any of that game, but I don't know. I don't even know, like, the state that Florida's in as a program. Like, if they're, I know they're ranked.
Good, but yeah, I mean, they're ranked.
Yeah, but
they're
like,
supposed to have a stud QB.
Yeah, but I didn't know if it's like this is a make or break year for the coach, or the fan base is split on keeping him, get rid of him if everybody had high expectations and they just really let their fan base down. I mean, obviously that's whether they're ranked or not, Florida losing to USF is a bad loss, but
right.
I don't know if it's like, man, I got to bounce back from that horrible loss, or if it's like he's saying, coach got to go.
Schnabel's team is paving the way for improved corn varieties that are both more efficient and more adaptable to different environments and stresses.
Galactus 33 said, I honestly don't need to see Raiola or Johnson the rest of the game. Keep the defense until Akron scores. Let them go for the shutout. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have an argument for it. I would like to see, I'm fine if Johnson's done. I would like to see Raiola. To your point, I don't care how deep the passes are. I would just like to see him with a little bit more continued momentum.
I thought he's looked great. Don't get me wrong.
For sure.
But
I just like to keep
things
that
we knew
flow
he
and
could
that
do.
rhythm going a little more. And then, like, I don't think there'll be a ton of drop off if Latif comes in. I don't know how much they'll let him cut loose. I mean, you'll see a difference just in the plays that are called. Like, people that are frustrated, or like where you're wanting deeper passes, I don't think you'll see a lot. I think you'll see a lot more of these screens and check downs and short intermediate routes if whoever comes in is the backup.
Akron won the toss at the beginning of tonight's game. They deferred their option until the second half, and the ball is
a kick.
Headed off the foot of Kyle Cunanan, who had a field goal of 35 yards
Catch,
in the first
drop,
half. Here's a
return,
kickoff, and a return
tackle.
for Brandon Hills outside the 20.
Maybe give.
You got way too many yards out of that.
And
say what? Say what?
Danny Rogers, who
you got way too many yards out of that.
Moorhead
yeah.
Coach Moorhead told me that his team didn't do enough things right against an opponent that is better than them right now in all three phases. Coach Moorhead laughed a little bit when he said some third down conversions would be nice. They're 0 for 6. His team needs to catch some balls, make some stops, but the biggest message to his
yeah, Mike, I want to shout out to
and take all the small wins here in the second half, whether it's play-by-play.
All right.
Let me know if I'm ahead.
You're ahead, but just a little.
Snap.
After the fumbled kickoff and return.
Okay.
Sean Patrick.
Ooh. Right up the gut for a 10-yard gouger.
All right, so tell me snap when there's snap, and I'll stop mine
Mark,
first.
Sort of to Danny's point, for Akron to have success once they get into MAC play, they certainly know that Ben Finley, their quarterback,
do all the
at
starters
a
on
high
defense.
level.
So
he did have some nice moments in the second quarter of the first half.
Tighten up,
put
maybe?
the ball on the money. His playmakers have to step up and help him out more.
Sean Patrick makes a play for the running back position.
Snap.
Snap.
And picked up 11 yards. Now Finley
throws for about 4,
and throws it low,
maybe 5.
It's caught. Israel Polk had 24 catches last season.
So at 33-0, this Nebraska defense, John Butler in his first full season as
damn,
Nebraska's
Corn, that's crazy. What are you watching on a microwave?
Still no sacks on the quarterback. One was taken off
nuts.
the board via the penalty. But Nebraska needs to start winning one-on-one.
That looked like some early.
Oh, man, he had him.
Yep. Going to be 3rd and 2.
And a tackle is made by Keona Davis on a run by Sean Patrick up to the 40.
I know I'm being greedy, man, but I was really wanting us to get that second
looks chaotic to that opposing
safety because we had him in the end zone and let him go.
Yeah.
From one gap responsibility to the
that
other.
one hurt.
I didn't see. I don't think they showed a replay. Somebody by themselves had him like both arms around him in the end zone. He broke off the tackle.
Never really aligned in the same spot, but
you wouldn't put up with that with your players.
No,
Pistol formation, couple of tight ends. They stop him in the backfield, punt it away, Akron.
Was that McCullough that got that first hit on?
I think it was.
Another TFL, Deshaun McCullough, Andrew Marshall, all part of that.
Well, Michael Johnson comes into the game.
Marshall looking like a pro early in the season.
Marshall
ended up going to get the handoff. The penetration comes right into the backfield there. And at that mesh point, you really have a decision to make once you penetrate.
He just got to wrap up, man.
Are you playing the quarterback? But there's no reason to think that
McCullough should have had that sack. Instead of a clean wrap up, he just
and that's 5
swipes
tackles for loss in this game now for the Husker defense. The black shirts force
getting back there though.
Nice punt down to the 10. Barney gonna use that speed.
Barney.
Eckler with the great block.
Out here just doing work. Did you see Foley on the sideline?
I was more captivated with that block thrown by Marty Jannetty, to be completely honest.
I can't believe more people aren't talking about it.
Yeah, well, don't worry about it.
Electricity.
Like he's not like a skilled player or whatever, but he's like a Swiss
He gets the
Army
job done.
He gets the job done. He's a rocker man through and through.
Ross, I believe you're talking about
enjoy the pumpkin pie blizzard treat, or try our new caramel toffee cookie blizzard
Williams
treat.
Winery.
Taste them.
Yep.
Stud freshman, redshirt freshman, absolute stud. Yeah, that Florida L does seem like the type of L that gets you fired, though. Like, imagine if that Florida loss, like, imagine if there was, like, a Northern Nebraska college, Northern Nebraska University, and they beat us. Nah.
Called Iowa.
You're gone.
and they keep beating us.
Wow. Yeah, but at least they're a Big Ten team that's had the same coach
since you were in diapers
and a system and hog mollies.
Hey,
D Park said, "Called Georgia Southern exactly." You know, I guess the reason why I need personally, or want personally, I should say, Raiola to go harder and get some deep passes, have potentially 400 yards passing. I just want people to shut up. I believe in Raiola still. Like, I still think that he's going to be the truth at QB, and I'm sick of people piling on him with negativity. Chang says, how many black shirt sacks so far? I
0.
don't know. Really?
Yeah, because the one, I think the McCullough one would have been the first one, and it got taken away for the face mask.
This world.
I could be wrong.
Came back? We back?
Live Big Ten games, and tomorrow you can see women's soccer when the Huskers host Kansas State. Download the Big Ten Plus app today. It's always game on. Final non-conference game for Nebraska's women's soccer team. They have a result in every game so far this year. 4 wins, 2 draws, including a 2-0 results earlier in the week.
Raiola with the play action. Barney, I mean, it was a little behind him.
It was a horrible pass. It was low and behind him.
Yeah.
On the pass
He's
by
wide
Raiola.
open.
We haven't seen many errant passes from Dylan Raiola so far in this game.
Put on his left shoulder.
Certainly one of them.
On his right.
Sort of threw it towards the back hip
Yeah.
of Ja'Cory Barney. But with all the one-handed grabs we saw throughout the first half of this game, I was almost a little bit surprised that Barney didn't find a way to come up with it.
Well, after going 33 of 42 last week, over 78%.
Second and 10.
Raiola is at
man in motion. Fake handoff up the middle.
Back-to-back
to Isaiah. No good, though.
In that particular case, even with 2 straight incompletions, the number for the game is still 76%.
At the in cuts that we see Dylan Raiola attempting, it's not easy. There's a lot of young quarterbacks who, once you get into that degree of traffic, that area of the field with all those additional bodies.
Do you guys did you guys hear this hot take? Dana Holgerson is a bust in terms of offensive coordinator.
Yeah, I've been seeing that
ever since the game. How do you say that after one game, but his entire body of work doesn't outweigh it?
He's lost his edge. Deep shot to Barney.
Man, we need Raiola.
I agree.
That's a touchdown.
Are you happy at least with the connection?
Yeah, for sure.
Deep connections are hard to come by.
It's a slot fade.
If it could have been out in front of him, he's gone.
You're only going to get 2 or 3 of those a game.
And if you do that against Michigan, it needs to be housed.
Yeah, there's a good chance that's picked off. If not, it's at least probably getting knocked down against a Big Ten. Oh, there you go.
A keeper.
Called his own number.
Spin move. Mahomes squats like that. Take it away.
He's still probably around the 230 pounds, but his mobility is enhanced. He was telling me a few weeks
ago. He should have done the Mahomes special, act like he was going out of bounds, and when the defender stops, run him in, run him over.
Fat down a little bit,
and then get up and go, what?
The way he can run, his mobility.
10-week boxing protocol.
Senior Jeff Sims wouldn't have been able to handle that snap.
Cardio, reaction time, all of that.
Nice throw! A little bit behind him, wasn't it?
Coverage by Elijah Reed.
What's going on with that?
His accuracy, his short-range accuracy is
he's been there
noticeably
working in the
worse
slot.
than
I mean, you've got a 2-way go as a wide receiver. And Dane Key is really nimble in his route running ability.
Barney one just seemed like he just
recovery from Elijah Reed.
let it hang too long.
Raiola under center, hands it off, and Emmett will walk in. Good for you. Good for you. Dude, do we have a more improved player than Emmett?
Maybe Lindenmeyer.
You're right.
I'm saying maybe.
He's got to be equal,
all the way across
if
the
not
formation
more.
for a kick-out block. I mentioned the patience earlier that lacked in Quentin Ives to make
What
that
a
quick cutback.
jump step.
You see
Too
the
easy.
ability for Emmett Johnson to have that little bit of patience, the hezzy in the hole before bursting into the paint.
He's probably really kicking
You just
himself.
said the hezzy in the hole before bursting.
Thinking if he doesn't have that fumble,
6-yard run by
he's got
Johnson.
3 rushing touchdowns and a receiving touchdown, and he might be done.
Bookending a touchdown reception, 2 touchdown runs in this game for Emmett Johnson from 47 in the first quarter and from 6 yards out there.
Man, when's the last time we had a game like this?
Been a
Score
while,
like
man.
this. Years and years. 40-0. Come on.
Come on.
If this was y'all's Scott Frost, it'd be like
85-0.
21-17 other team.
If this was Scott Frost, fans would be sitting in the concourse drinking beer and waiting for the lightning delay to end.
Well, not every game was a lightning delay.
Every Akron game under Scott Frost was.
Oh, was that Akron?
Yeah.
That's funny. Don't get cute with facts.
Oh, no. No, one, Robbie.
You want to be done with him or not?
Who?
Emmett, you want him to sit now?
Oh, absolutely. He's your best offensive player.
You're right. I'm just
You know what I mean?
greedy. I'm just so
I'm not
greedy.
greedy. If he got hurt or he even tweaked something that was a lingering issue because they're trying to stat pad.
Okay, that's true. That's true. And you have to, and I mean have to, get Malachi and Ives and Mosey going. There's no choice.
Yeah. Well, Holgerson even said it. He's like, you have to. You have to find somebody to take the load off of Emmett. Not the way you take loads off of guys, but now's a great time. You're up 40-0. He's got a really good stat line for a half and a drive.
Yeah. I guess. What did he end up with for yards? He got 100 and...
Right now?
Yeah. Is that 140?
Rushing 138 for 2 touchdowns.
That was 138.
Averaging 9.9. And he's got 2 catches for 7 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, just take him out.
Yeah.
At the 2-yard line. They also were stopped on a goal line stand, but outside of that.
All right.
Bro. Here,
Get Foley off the sidelines.
Number 30. Receiving team will put the ball in play at the 35-yard line.
An Eckler kickoff wouldn't do that.
So
That's
Cunanan
twice this season already.
Or Akron, as we get a studio
Was that
update
Alvano?
now from Dave Repson in Chicago.
Yeah, Mark, great start to the second half for Michigan, down 14-0, but Justice Haynes, first play from scrimmage,
Eckler wouldn't do that.
75 yards.
Eckler's hyped.
14-7 now. Wolverines have cut the lead in half.
Great
4
non-conference
wide
matchup between Michigan and Oklahoma. And comeback attempt starting for the Wolverines.
35 after the penalty.
Here's a play fake.
Wide open.
And this was caught.
Damn.
Cameron Montero, transfer from Pitt.
Good play.
From Brockton, Massachusetts. Redshirt freshman crosses the 50.
But I was going to ask you if it was, though.
That's pretty good
I
play
referenced
right
earlier
there.
the amount of man
Good to
coverage
know.
that we've seen through the first couple of games of the season so far with John Butler calling Nebraska's defense. It can be tricky
Finley
sometimes
in
with
shotgun,
as much
3
movement as they
wide,
do in the
one in the
front seven.
backfield, 1 right, left, sorry.
And a running play here for Gant. That was snapped to the 49. Hands up at a
7-yard
43
gain.
pickup of 6.
And one of the reasons it's tricky, Mark, is because with all the movement,
I'm going to hide off camera and slam a sandwich.
By a runner or even a short
Do your
completion.
thing.
When everyone on the back end is playing man coverage and you have 6 or 7 bodies sort of in a chaotic manner flying all over the place, then your front doesn't necessarily match with your coverage, and chunk plays can ensue from there.
Second and 4.
In the game right now, Riley Van Poppel, the son of former Major League pitcher Todd Van Poppel.
Hand off. Wow.
Big hole to run.
That just opened wide up.
Insane.
Takes it all the way into the red zone where he's cut down out of bounds along the sideline at the 18.
It was honestly an example of what I was just talking about right here, because the movement, the defensive front slants towards the wide side of the field. You get an additional body flying up.
Good block.
Putting leverage towards the edge.
Shavers.
But all the momentum of the defense heading in
his
one
head in the
direction,
backfield
man
way
coverage
too
on the
long.
back
See how
end.
Lady
So
reacted
your
to
pursuit
that.
angle
That dude
has to
bounced
be
out.
precise to try and recover when the running back gets out of the game.
Sean Patrick, 25 yards.
I was watching number 37.
Caleb Benning, the safety
watch
from
right, tell you
Omaha West Side. Jordan
Up the
Gant.
gut, 3-4 yards, 3 yards.
Gant is
We
stopped
seen
shy of
something
the
at
15.
halftime. Because
We're talking
all
about
of this
John
is
Butler's creative
either
defensive
play
scheme.
action.
He was the defensive coordinator who
just
was
give
on the
it to
staff
him.
last year since the beginning of last season going into tonight, and they
Right,
obviously
so
helped
they must
themselves
realize
tonight,
our
Anthony.
D-line is
Nebraska,
too
4th
small to
best in the country and fewest
handle
first
that
half
kind of
points
power.
allowed.
Need to text
Average of
Butler
about
real quick.
7.5 first half points allowed, and he said it does take other teams time to figure that out.
He won't respond. He's still
He
mad
said
at me
we don't
for
try to feel
calling
our
off
way
and
out
not
of the
putting
beginning of the
spy in
games. We come out throwing
shit.
fastballs, and if they hit them, then we'll
I'm
go
going
to
to get him
change-ups.
nowhere.
The running quarterback in.
Michael Johnson.
That was blown up.
There we
Who
go.
ran that?
He
Is
gave
that
the
Singleton
ball to Sean
again?
Patrick,
That dude's good, man.
and Patrick is crunched by Deshaun Singleton.
Deshaun Singleton showing
He's almost where
how
you were
physical he
talent-wise
operates
as an
as a
8th
corner,
grader.
because he comes from
He's close.
the edge
You can tell what he's
position,
modeled this game
unblocked.
after, at least.
Then right off the edge, it is
I don't know how
truck
you got
stick
all of
in
my
the
highlights from
backfield.
it. I thought those were
Last week,
tightly
he led
contained
Locked
under
away.
wraps.
tackles in that game.
Locked away.
Now 3rd down. Finley's
Bull
back
rush.
in.
Good bull rush, Vincent.
Rolls out to his backside into the end zone.
Good D, Marshall.
Was looking in the end zone for Marcel Williams.
Their receivers getting pissed at your boy
He was
Marshall.
looking for one of his receivers.
They got away
Not
with a hold
completely
again.
certain which one he was hoping
Y'all's number
to get the
72.
football to, because both Williams and Mason
just
were
dropped
there
it.
in position. Finley flips those shoulders around, throws a nice ball.
That was actually a great throw.
just through
Holy
the hands
cow.
of Marcel Williams.
He's had a
In
couple
the
good
first
throws.
half, late, Owen Wiley hit the upright and missed a 46-yard field goal attempt. This one is from
Ice and
33
rule.
for Akron's first place.
Blocked it.
Blocked!
Field goal.
Dude,
That's why
this
they
is
got Foley.
bad.
Big moment on special
Eckler got his hand on it.
No, that was Foley. They called Foley in for this game.
Well,
because
Marty
they-
Jannetty came off the edge, but then I thought it was Eckler that got
Jannetty
his
set
hand
that
on
up
it.
because they had to pull 2 guys. I'm telling you, they just
The
overlooked
impression that
Jannetty,
John
man.
Butler has been hoping for, not only showing
He might
up
not make every play, but he
with
sets
this
them up.
Black Shirts defense, but the Mike Eckler led
Oh, he just
special
kicked that off
teams
of dude.
all
It was just a
out
shitty kick.
effort.
Riley Van Poppel blocked it, Anthony.
Breaking through on the interior.
Looked like you trying to shoot a free throw.
Wow.
Doug.
Imagine if we could tell everyone here that
If by some cruel twist of fate, you're an Akron fan,
I am.
you gotta be punching air right now. They just can't score this season.
Didn't they have a blocked or missed field goal last week against Wyoming?
All I saw was the interception in the red zone.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Man. I legit feel bad for Akron for not being able to score, dude. Like, that's rough.
They've had some opportunities.
2-0 says Dana reached it with the third leg and blocked it.
I think he does that sometimes, or sometimes he'll use it like a pogo stick so he can jump up higher and block him. But I think that was the hog leg swipe we just saw there.
Well, Eckler's getting the job done, even though you said he couldn't.
He's doing a lot better job than Foley did on that kickoff. It wouldn't even been in field goal range if Foley wouldn't have kicked that ball out of bounds. At least not at that point.
Wow.
She said.
What kind of blizzard is this?
Pumpkin pie.
Gross.
It's that time of year, Gabe. Get your flannel and stocking hat. Your skinny jeans with your boots over the top. Scarf on. And go drink pumpkin everything.
I'm ready.
Could not be more pleased with what he's seen so far.
Yeah, Dan, they're academically ineligible.
Riley Van Poppel blocked a 33-yard field goal.
Play action. Raiola looking
still in the game.
Mid. That was a good pass.
Right in the bucket. He drops it to Dane Key.
That's what you get out of that. Yeah.
So let's look at that 33-yard field goal attempt that was blocked.
I like that on first down, though.
The effort is one thing, but the way that they're rushing
right
matters even
I'm
more.
so
Because the ability to turn the corner, Sierra Wright made sure he didn't end up picking up a penalty there. Riley Van Poppel able to get those shoulders through, get his mitts up after the penetration, not too early.
Why? Barney Emotion left. Lindenmeyer left.
Almost took out one of the assistant coaches in the celebration.
Over the middle to Barney. He's got wheels.
Go, Barney, go!
Down to the 19.
He slings it across the middle. Barney
2 plays just cut the field in half.
4 yards after catch. We've seen it a lot tonight, Anthony.
Recent seasons for Nebraska, there have been a few different storylines that have just been the Achilles heel
That was a good throw.
of this program. We started off tonight's show talking about the close losses and now turning those,
that was
at
dope.
least the last couple of games, into close victories. Special teams has been a huge bugaboo for the Huskers in recent seasons as well.
Park says Dylan's first 300-yard game.
They've started to turn that tide.
All the way on the Nebraska sideline, Akron cornerback Elijah Reed is currently down.
That's what I'm saying. I'd love to see him get like 400 or 500 yards.
And there is a timeout on the field here with 6:52 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, I know. This has got to be the last drive.
Nebraska's a
So what do
program
you guys think?
not
Oh my
in the
gosh,
position
I'm obsessed with those windows.
Anderson
Stat
makes it
watch.
easy. You know what I'm saying?
They are-
Like,
I agree. Do you put our true backup quarterback in?
Lateef?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, because you do have to get him a little bit of play.
If Raiola gets hurt for any time, you're going to burn his red shirt anyways. So playing him,
Not necessarily, because you get 4 games. This would be one of them, though.
But I'm saying for significant time, he would do that. So I'm saying,
A month
like,
is significant time. You could play Lateef for a full month and still keep his red shirt.
How about you pipe down and let me finish?
You didn't let me finish. I was going to say, but I'm going to pipe down now.
Dumb, answering questions that weren't. No, go ahead.
No, you know what I mean. It's a month.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, I wouldn't keep him on the shelf in games like this or next week and going, no, if we need to use. If Raiola goes down for 3 weeks or 4 weeks, we want to make sure we can still keep his red shirt. Like, I wouldn't worry about that. I would still play him in the games you're going to play him in because you're going to need that game experience and that development.
Yeah.
And then if Raiola doesn't get hurt or only misses a game or parts of a game where he's got to come in, hopefully you still got 2 games to play with after this week and next week. And then if, like I said, if it is significant time, you're going to have to burn it anyways.
You don't want to burn it. Like, you don't want to bring him in for the first time in a meaningful game anyways.
Right. Yeah, that's what I mean.
You know, It's just not fair to him. Not that he can't hack it.
Yeah.
It's just you'd rather he get some lifeless snaps first.
Yep, I'm with you.
I mean, look, my Eastern Carolina Pirates, we're...
How are you guys doing with that?
I know everybody cares about my dynasty the most.
But
the damn game's back on, and now I can't talk about it.
Where are we at on the field?
Season last week. Dylan Raiola
Very
tonight,
close to scoring range.
Passing yards, a career high for him.
Got to be in the red zone.
Dictates
yards.
What the coverage dictates while still trusting
No, he's not going to get it.
To make plays for
Get another
21 yards.
Injured
about
Akron
30
player
yards
Elijah
after
Reed
this, 36 yards after
to
this.
his sideline across the field.
That's
ran
if we
off
throw it all
on
the
his
way
own
in.
power.
Raiola out to... Ooh, let's go, Mackay.
First down.
Tonight, whether it's pass game or run
That counts as an RB stat. I'm fine with that. New RB in there.
Nelson out of the
Yeah,
backfield. That's
I'm
one of
just
the
happy that
principles
Johnson's not in
reference
there.
where Dana Holgerson,
Yeah.
one of the disciples of Mike Leach's
Oh, he's
air
got
raid
ice on
offense.
those hammies.
One of the
And
evolutions
one of the
air
trainers
raid
is
where we see a
working
lot
those
more
calves
run
with
in
a
the modern
warm
version than
evaporated
home.
milk.
Evaporated milk.
The pass out of the backfield to the running back, the variety of playmakers just getting touches on short passes. That's one of the original air raid principles.
Harburg in motion. Looking for him. Not there. Rolls out into the end zone. Back of the end zone. Is that Barney? Key.
Your boy Key.
Wow, that was a beautiful throw and catch, dude.
Yeah.
Most impressive of the year so far, I feel
But he's
like.
horrible, though, man.
Yeah. He's going to get rule fired.
He's going to get rule fired. Hope Rule's got that resume polished off. Oh, shit.
Damn!
Do you think that'll stand? Does that count as clean?
It'll get looked at.
Possession?
It'll get looked at.
I mean, the ball don't move, does
Plays
it?
currently under review.
We see it.
Going plays are.
Nope.
Touchdown
Kick
is
it.
confirmed.
Kick it. Snap it. Snap it, you son of a bee. Snap it! There we go.
It's like they were like, you sure? You sure you don't want to?
You sure? No red flag? Red flag?
We good to
Red
go?
flag?
Okay.
Moorhead's like, snap the ball!
I like better. Both are uber impressive with Raiola on the move over the outstretched hand of one defender.
Wow.
And then right there.
What can you do if you're Jarman on that, bro? You did everything right. You got your arm in there and everything. Woo! That's what I look like catching a ball over you, bitch.
All day.
Too aggressive? Unnecessary competitiveness?
Not aggressive enough. Not aggressive enough.
Career receiving yards between his time at Kentucky and now his first season with Nebraska. There are only 7 FBS active receivers with at least 2,000 receiving yards. And Dane Key is not far away with what he's done tonight. He's 44 yards from that number.
So, what do you think of the end zone?
Around the field.
Possessed by Dylan Raiola.
What do you think?
We already talked about that while you were out.
Yeah.
But now there's
eliminating.
While you were staging a coup?
While I was staging a coup.
By Matt Rule and his staff.
What do you think?
I like him. I like him. I don't.
It's pretty
I gave my
good.
little spiel of how I like the solid end zones. I don't like when there's like grass or the green.
Fielded at the 10-yard line and a return up near the 25.
So I like that. I like how they do the border around where the red comes up.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that until you said it. That is pretty cool.
Supposed to go back. I like that.
Yeah.
The Tom Osborne Field outline.
Rutgers and Iowa in a very big game are all in action.
What up, Brady?
As part of a football triple header only on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports.
Well, you know, Brady, this is a light snack compared to what we do to your Oregon.
Oh, dude. Oregon would probably, the NCAA would make them uneligible for like 5 years because of the drubbing. They'd be like out of sheer
After what we'll do to you,
oh man, it'd be so bad.
you'll hope your team gets a death penalty.
Game next Saturday night.
You'll hope your team
with the run
gets
here
a
for
death
Akron.
penalty.
They won't even let
That's a
Dan
5-yard
Lanning
run
back
for
on the
Sean
bus.
Did you see the Lanning
This is
and
a growth opportunity
Gundy
for
back and
the
forth?
defensive
I went
front
back and
of
forth. He
Nebraska.
said something. The reporters
Defense
asked
was
Lanning
great
about
in
it.
week 1 against Cincinnati.
Where do they play? Oklahoma State or something? What, Gundy?
Yeah.
Gundy's still coaching there?
He's a man. He's got to be 50 now, right?
He's got to be 60.
He's 50.
Cincinnati had 271.
I was like 2
Turn
years
around.
old when he did
That's
that.
going to be a hold.
Halfway there at this point. As you saw the numbers for total yards in this game just flash on the screen.
Been grabby.
There's
Is that
Donovan
Jones?
Jones on
Still trying to learn
coverage.
these numbers, man.
He's a young player, redshirt freshman from nearby Omaha. Coaching staff's been raving about his physicality as a youngster in a deep secondary, but showing no willingness to back down against the offense in training camp and now against opponents in the game action he's gotten so far.
When John Butler said yesterday, we have 3 corners.
It is kind of fun, though, Brady, to have a game like what you guys had last week. Who'd you guys play? Morehead State, Tech. You got first game of the season. You guys got to beat the brakes off of them. That Oregon game was putting me to sleep. Hannah Montana State. That's right.
Ben Finley and Walker.
Oh, he just couldn't hold on.
Who was that? Was that Benning? Or not Benning.
Effort
that's
being shown by
Who's 21?
Making sure that he doesn't haul it in.
God damn.
Guthrie.
You essentially catch
there you go.
motion and then
Rex
carry the
Guthrie.
route all the way from one hash mark all the way toward the numbers.
Guy that wishes he was Gary Menson.
Well, I saw White wearing 21. I was like, is
that me out there?
Playing? Yeah, I didn't know I was playing today.
To return the punt here, although it won't get anywhere near him.
Run up and snag it, Barney. Be aggressive, like Eckler wants.
Well, it was a great day on the Big Ten Network because the top 2 teams in the country were both on our air today. And number 1, Ohio State defeated Grambling State from the SWAC. Penn State methodically with a 34-0 victory over FIU. As we look at the rest of the top 10, another win.
Beatdowns tonight.
Number 6,
We fell out of the top 10.
Demolished Oklahoma State. What the heliante?
I don't know why he was talking shit about Oregon before the game against Oregon. That's not wise.
9 of the 10 teams in action. Here's TJ
There we go.
Lateef, let's go.
Orange Lutheran High School in Compton, California.
Come on, man, let him throw.
First play from scrimmage is a handoff.
Good hard run there. Didn't get anything, but
I want Lateef to keep it. I want to see what he looks like running.
Right?
Dana Holgerson said his ceiling is really high. Lateef, who threw for almost 6,700 yards as a quarterback at Orange Lutheran High School in the Los Angeles area.
Probably trying to be unselfish in his first snap,
In Dylan Raiola. Danny Rogers was talking about how meticulous Dylan is.
TJ Lateef in the game, everybody. Is that Carter Nelson on the inside on the left? It sure is. Lateef, beautiful spiral, gets it out to Mosey, breaks loose at the 50, at the 40, at the 35. Mosey with the yak.
He's going to get an opportunity to play more with
Watch our second string look super impressive compared to the first string.
All the way down to the 36.
Little hurry up here. Shotgun. 4 wide. That's offsides. That's got to be a free play, am I right? Oh my God, deflected pass.
Walker's down, but it is a catch by Cortez Mills Jr., that is. Cortez Mills Jr. with
This
the
would be
catch.
so sweet.
Cortez wears
Mills,
19?
Cortez,
last week.
Nelson, Lateef.
The pass was tipped.
No flag.
Thought it
They
was
didn't even call a
offsides.
flag.
It
on the
didn't look
offside.
clean.
Yeah, I was saying, dude, it's clearly offsides.
No pass interference after that point. Ball got batted by Shamon Cooper at the will linebacker position.
That's the type of shit that would happen in college football, then you'd turn the game off. That would never happen.
For Nebraska, we're at the point in the game now where
It's like, Gary, you're up 77 to 10.
The program getting their opportunity to compete.
Don't care. Unplayable. Oh, come on.
Had one last week for 13 yards. Here's a run by Nelson.
I can't get anything
And Nelson
going here.
Down to the 28 of Akron.
And it's no longer strange for a player to do what TJ Lateef ended
Like,
up
we
doing. He enrolled in
got
the spring.
to
And so
run
he's had the
the
opportunity
ball
to
without
essentially
Emmett.
go on a similar journey that Dylan Raiola's gone along here.
Plus, this
with
is
Dana
all second
Holgorsen,
string offensive line.
because this
I
was Dana
know,
Holgorsen's
but
first
it's still
opportunity to
freaking
success
Akron,
this
bruh.
Spring. and a
They're
full
still moving the ball.
working with Dylan
Not every
Raiola,
play's gonna be
shaping this offense
sprung
in a
for
way that
15,
really suits
20.
this 2025 version of the Huskers.
What a disparity in third down.
There you
Hand
go.
off to Ives.
You
He
happy
gone.
now?
He gone.
You happy now? I'm happy for Ives.
Me too.
Couldn't be happy for my guy Ives. Poison Ivesy.
Mm-hmm.
You like what I did there? You see what I did there?
I did see that.
Because, see, his last name's Ives.
We got it.
Okay. Like Poison Ivy is a thing.
Oh.
Yeah, his name's Ives. Like
Yeah,
that.
block from Nelson. My guy Nelson.
That was the worst defensive set you could have had in that. There
I
wasn't
think it was
even
the
anybody
hurry
in the middle of the field that he had to make miss, let alone somebody over the top.
1 is the official number.
Now, see, they had no high safeties on that play,
54-0.
which typically is really hard to run against, but they still managed to get
Carter
yards.
Nelson
That's crazy.
was accustomed
Almost
to playing
defies
8-man football, so
football
he's
logic.
still
Carter
getting
Nelson's
used
in?
to what it's like with 22 bodies on the
Yeah, look at this
Spring and block.
block. That's what I was saying.
Kick out block.
It
He
sounds
sealed
better.
that shit. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
That pile getting washed down by the left side of the formation,
Good for
led by Elijah Pritchett.
Good for
one
that
of the
whole
transfers
second
who's come in
string.
from the Crimson Tide.
Doing what you're supposed to.
It's a lot of push-ups at this point in the game.
And absolutely.
I mean,
Look at
that's
the dude on the
essentially
left.
cheating, though. Like, I feel like
Hot Rod says you would think Dave Remington was in that line. I missed it. What was happening?
Oh, they were doing push-ups with their feet on the bleachers and their hands on the rail.
By the way, this
And the one dude on the end, like, most of them were doing push-ups. He's like,
a light show, and we'll show some of that here on the
I'd be
Big
trying to
Ten
get a hold of
Network
whoever's
between
putting
the
it on
third
TV,
and
but can
fourth
we
quarters
not show
of
that?
tonight's game. Kickoff Kyle Cunanan.
Will the
who's
kick stay
been
in bounds?
busy with
Hey,
We kept a kickoff in bounds, folks. Yowza. Good hit.
Nailed
Kyan Mason for Akron.
A program that's
This should be fun
tradition-rich.
seeing a bunch of numbers that I have no clue who they are.
Still coming up with new ways to
Got hard
honor
enough time with the
players
starters,
on the field.
bruh.
Single-digit jerseys that Matt Rule has been doing with the team, voting on those guys who get the honor of wearing the single-digit numbers. And now something like this, the night games at Memorial Stadium, regaling the fans who are here.
Living
and
almost
those, of
at
course,
601
watching it on
total
the Big Ten
yards.
Network with a light show.
Pretty awesome.
And you'll get to see some of that here in 2
Brandon
minutes and
Romansky
32
again. Thank you, man. Said 50. I told you. Go Big Red.
called it.
199 dono. Thank you, man.
Halted it.
Pretty impressive. Now we got to get that
Ooh, that's gonna be a
shutout.
flag. That's gonna draw a yellow hanky.
incomplete pass.
That's still Finley out there?
He's looking for Miles Walker. And there's
Who?
a penalty that's been
Finley.
called on
What'd
this
you
play
say?
from the
Yeah, yeah.
19-yard
Crime
line.
dog.
Defense number 13.
Who's their
15-yard
backup?
penalty.
Is it that Genetti dude or?
Marty Jannetty? No, it's that Ben Johnson dude,
Jameer
right?
Khan on the penalty.
Or something Johnson. David Johnson.
Yeah.
Another
I think it's
touch.
John
Keyshawn
Johnson.
Coverage, you try those
Keyshawn
little vet
Johnson.
moves here and there, hoping the officials won't
Oh
see
my
little
God, he
tugs of the
tackled his
jersey or
ass.
grabs
I
of
mean,
the
that's
arm.
a surefire way to not let a guy catch a ball on you, though.
Oh,
You
yeah.
gotta give him that.
Khan from Southern Illinois for 2 seasons.
Let's wrap up, boys. If we want to get
There's a
off that
right
second
close to
string.
short Gant. And Gant caught from behind by Vincent Shavers Jr. from Miami Central High School.
I think he means, am I the only
This is
one
an opportunity.
disappointed that we
Still
have
over
had
a
no
quarter
defensive
to
turnovers?
go.
Not really, man.
Because what we've
There's
seen,
a few
Matt
series where all they
John
did was
Butler,
run to
they
try to
don't
get
mind
space.
rotating bodies. So between
Hang
this
on,
week's
hang on
contest,
there,
next week's
because
game against
I think the
Houston Christian,
turnovers are going to start
get to see
happening here
pass
as they have to
rushers or
keep
pass
pressing
rushers
and
plural emerge.
trying to throw the ball to try to get something
Sean
downfield. I think we
Patrick
could get
first down
something
on
going.
second and short.
I could see an interception.
Now the one
Yeah, but I mean,
Or the
he's
game's
saying
over.
to this
in
point,
that regard, the
Right.
TFLs
this
have significantly
situation,
gone up,
there hasn't been
including
a ton of
safety
opportunities
on the tackle
to
by,
get him. I don't
Cade
feel like they've
Petchock
thrown a ton, and
in
when
the
he's
first
throwing,
half, but, yeah,
there's a
the
lot of
sacks,
outs
to
to
your
the
point, Ryan,
sidelines.
And the football
He's
term we use
overthrown
for
a
that is
few.
trigger, where once you diagnose it, to
He's
be
not
able to
overthrowing
react
him to the
and
point
then
where
immediately
a
engage the
safety
line
and
of scrimmage,
covers
go attempt to make that
not really
play.
there.
We've seen that all throughout
The one where he
contest
did, the dude
tonight
kind of picked up
from
the
the
guy that
Huskers
was
defense.
running the route.
But to be able to rush
I don't
the
know.
quarterback,
I don't feel like
especially
there's been a
once you
ton
get to
missed
third down,
opportunities for
with as much
turnovers,
man
but
coverage as they
yeah,
run,
you'd always like to see some.
guys have to win up front.
Finley.
Get his ass.
Whole lot of pump fakes back there. He's going to take off and run. Gets a few. That wasn't bad, what? They kept everything in front of him, downfield, and made him tuck it.
There's no breakdown in the pass rush. Every guy is sprinting at the quarterback, and the slightest move, all of a sudden, they're 6 yards past him. Like this, he doesn't break down. He just keeps trying to run. The dude sidesteps. He's not even like running away from him. He doesn't pull a Michael Vick spin move. He just steps pretty lazily to the right, and it's like
Butler does need to get the Holt of you, bro. You know, he needs to put his pride aside.
Pride aside.
Seatbelt from Jameer Khan all over.
33 seconds of the third quarter.
So if there's anything Huskers fans will
I'm
continue
voting
to watch
him this year for best name on our roster.
Keenly train your eye on that. Pass rushers here with these opportunities.
Over Marty Jannetty?
Well,
I mean, he's a staple.
But what matters for this team moving forward? A couple of weeks from now, they'll begin Big Ten play. Can individual one-on-one wins begin to compile here for Nebraska in the pass rush?
And they'll start Big Ten play with home games. This is 4 straight at home. Akron, Houston Christian.
Shotgun, 3rd and 8. Looking over the middle. Slant, complete, short a yard and a half, maybe 2.
On 3rd downs, but that is a catch at the 50-yard line by Kyan Mason to put them
What's Sheer Khan
in a manageable 4th and 2.
Sheer Khan?
I think that's how it's called.
Akron did convert a couple of 4th downs last week.
I'm more of a Shaka Khan fan.
I'm with you.
They're
going to go for it on 4th and duh?
They have to, bro. It's 0 to 54. They have to.
And we'll let you see that when we're back in 60 seconds. The pirouette by Dylan Raiola. One of many highlights on this great night for Nebraska.
I got basically no complaints about this game because you're going to have mistakes. So
yeah, I wish they were tempting. I wish they were trying the quarterback run a little more. Like even when he's under pressure, he doesn't really go until the end. He's kind of running today like Raiola was running last week.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see how Butler and the defense deals with a quarterback running, but outside of that, yeah. And you're gonna get people going, "Yo, it's Akron. Let's all settle down." And then other people are going to go the other way and they got everything fixed. They should win out. But it's like, just pass the test they're giving to you. And I feel like they've done a really good job today. Not even so much a score, but like with offense would stall out and some drives early on, they fix that.
Yeah. Ooh, here's a light show.
How long did it take you to come up with this whole?
3rd and 4th quarter.
Not long. That's the funny thing.
I say, when you told me that they reached out to you
Memorial Stadium
from that time until the first time I saw it, I was like, that was cool. Did you know that people would turn their phone lights on, or like, were you worried?
I told them to, and they obeyed.
Like everyone else does?
Yeah.
Always, without question.
They don't want to pay the ultimate price.
K-State lost to Army. Now, Army got embarrassed last week, didn't they?
Pretty dope.
People talk about, this has nothing to do with football, but people talk about how like movies from like the 70s and 80s would talk about, you know, in the year 2000 we're gonna have flying cars and this and that, and they're like, we don't have shit, blah blah. If you went into a coma in 75,
yo, wait, is that Hartzog getting the interception last week?
Yeah.
That was sick.
1975 or 80, you went into a coma, and all of a sudden you woke up, and you see this, and you don't even realize what phones can do. All this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, we definitely got what we thought we'd have, and then some.
Yeah. You people have suffered.
Yeah, somebody said Jungle Book. I just caught the bottom of it. The zero. The Jungle Book. The snake's name was Shere Khan, right?
Ah.
You know, you think of the 400.
Somebody said Mortal Kombat. That's was that Liu Kang or I don't know.
The opportunity to do something like this obviously doesn't date back.
Was it Shao Kahn?
Began at Memorial Stadium.
I honestly don't
in
remember.
1986 with just temporary lighting over
Who do you ask is
404 consecutive sellouts. 64 of them, including tonight, have been night games.
Colorado one. What was the score in the Colorado?
Quite a show for the 86,000 plus in attendance tonight.
So, this blowout, dude, and the light show, the night game experience, the Huskers have so many recruits at this game. Big-time recruits, I should say.
Long top. Oh, no.
Oh.
Good defense. See, but if he would have just ran, that's great defense.
Why did he step back?
But he could have ran for 3 at the minimum.
Why did he do
Maybe
that?
More. He just wanted to throw. He's not a runner, apparently. Like, even kind of a runner.
Finley, you deserve to be slightly tweaked there.
Ben Finley may have trusted his speed just a bit too much, had no idea of the
He brought himself back behind the line of scrimmage.
Tracking him down, stalking him in the open field.
Can we get Michigan's QB to do that?
And quarterback Dylan Raiola, whose night is done. What an outstanding night it was, but there to support Justin.
All right, we're going to get TJ Lateef back out here.
In each of the last 2 years at Georgia, and played his high school football at the outstanding program Bishop Gorman in Las Vegas. TJ Lateef made his debut on the last drive, and Lateef is in at quarterback again for the Huskers.
All right.
Who have over 600 yards.
Shotgun, going to keep it and throw.
Out inside.
Out to Mosey. Woo. Stays up. He didn't go down. Still up. Still up. What's the flag, though?
Because of the marker down, but it's still a heck of a play by Mosey.
How about you hold these nuts?
From Lee Summit North High School in Kansas City. Wide receiver in high school.
Thank you. Illegal block in the back, offense number 85, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Call that one on Keelan Smith. Another freshman on the field right now. He does get both hands into the back
that makes
of
sense.
Elijah Reed. He's back on the field now. But doesn't negate how impressive the effort was from Isaiah Mosey. Continue churning his legs up the field.
A little bit of everything. And maintains his balance here after the illegal block on the spin move.
I love how Smith puts his hands up right after.
When we talked with Matt Rule and Dana Holgerson yesterday, Isaiah Mosey
Lateef and shotgun, couple of backs back there with him. One in motion now. Mosey out to the right.
Season-ending ACL.
There you go.
Gonna throw it. A little bit too much heat over Carter Nelson.
Intended receiver, but Lateef sends it over his head.
Lateef's got a live arm, man. You see the way that thing bursted out of his right hand?
There's some zip.
That had some RPMs on it, partner.
Well, again, we're talking about a player who threw for almost 6,700 yards, 54 touchdown passes at Orange Lutheran High School and Compton.
I mean, this had some heat on it.
Damn, that thing just sailed.
It was still gaining steam by the time it got to the opposite sideline.
Lateef going to get another throw.
1 second down, Lateef throwing again.
Out to Mackay. Mackay, great broken tack. Get your ass off of me, bitch. Down the sideline. See, that's what we need, man.
That was a great misdirection. Set up like it was going to be a dump off to the right.
Yeah. Let Nelson get his beak wet and get a little bit of confidence.
The comfort on the field, the confidence to make plays, evade defenders.
So that he's not like
multiple plays in a row now.
Scared out of his mind when Michigan comes to town, which rightfully you would be. Not me or you, because we're, you know, top shelf, top tier men.
But to be fair to the coaching staff, that's why they have us booked to come talk to him the night before.
Right.
That would have been a
What happened?
40-yard pitch and catch from Latif to Nelson. Instead, it will be 21 yards.
What happened?
With what?
So let's back up on the replay here.
It'll be the left foot we're looking for.
Oh, they're saying he touched out. I think they need to review. We can't review it. He's not out. He never went out.
Play has been reviewed subsequently. The runner did not step out of bounds.
Yeah, thanks. March it forward, bitch tits. That's what I call the refs now. Bitch tits.
I like it. I think they asked for that.
They did not.
They deserve it.
They said they prefer
I agree.
that.
Very impressive footwork by Nelson along the sideline. And I think that the replay angles we had, excellent camera work by the crew here. Those were quite definitive with regard to that.
Latif.
Here's Latif.
Drops back. Rolling out to the right.
Oh.
Looking for a jukeski wookski. Excuse me. Bruh. We got to back up. We got to back up. Oh, my God.
Put somebody else in. Get this dude out of here.
Seriously.
Some school's going to come along and go, how would you like to make $1 million a year?
Future of the program situation. He had
Yeah,
to come
he's
in there
down.
and beat
He's
out
down.
multiple teammates for this
I'm
opportunity.
exaggerating, obviously.
To
I'm
be the
kidding.
player that rotates in when
play
Dylan
has been
Raiola leaves the
reviewed.
lineup.
The runner's knee was down with the ball at the 1-yard line.
Down at the
I
one.
agree.
I think we have, yet again, from our excellent crew here at Memorial Stadium, a definitive camera angle.
It's second down.
The handheld work down on the field, by the way. I got Carson Allen down there getting these angles for us. These last couple of reviews. Fantastic work.
It was right on the Makai.
You got to put this dude on a
down the
sneak,
sideline,
right? You
and
got to
it's
let
right
him get
here,
the tutty.
Latif. He's clearly
right
down to the
thing to
1-yard
do.
line.
I agree.
I was mentioning opportunities for some of the backup defensive linemen. The other offensive linemen in the game, on the field right now for Nebraska. Think about the left tackle position. 3 different players rotated in there at the start of the
Just run
previous
right.
game.
There's nobody over there, dude. Run right.
In right now at left tackle.
And Makai.
Yeah. Let Makai get in there.
It's just a one-play wait. It's a different player in the end zone, but it's more points on.
Let him earn it. There you go.
Good. I'm going to go.
In that game against Cincinnati.
I'm go back to bed, so I'll see you tomorrow or something. No, I'll be right back.
Start from Pritchett in this same area of the field. Here, look at the pad level. Straining to move defenders out of the hole, creating
Guys,
the running
when's the
lane
last
for the
time?
touchdown.
I know it's
You
Akron.
want
I'm
everyone to have
not
opportunities to build off of previous performances. Pritchett
trying to
was a
peacock
lot
and
of
strut
value
around the
about him
house because
transferring
we're
in
up
from
60-0 on the Zips. But 60-0 on anyone, anything. We don't normally do this
with 13 minutes left
against
in
the bottom
the game.
feeder
Latif doesn't
teams.
score his first touchdown. He ends up being ruled down to the 1-yard line. Next play, he hands it off to Nelson, who scores, but there's still a lot for Dylan Raiola to celebrate as he watches the performance of
Might
his
need to watch that
understudy here
again.
in the
of Ballyhoo about him transferring in from Alabama.
61-0 with 13 minutes left in the game. Latif doesn't score his first touchdown. He ends up being ruled down to the 1-yard line. Next play, he hands it off to Nelson, who scores, but there's still a lot for Dylan Raiola to celebrate as he watches the performance of his understudy here.
Oh, man. If only we were doing this against somebody that it wasn't Akron. But still, their defense held Wyoming to 3 points like all game. Wyoming's not Akron level bad. This world. What a play. The plays backup QBs make. 2 weeks, folks. 2 weeks until Michigan comes to town. What shall that be like? What is that gonna be like? Because I'll be completely honest, I'll be happy with a close loss. I know some of you won't, but I think I would be. Yeah, Ross says our D-line just needs a lot of work. They do, and I mean, they might need to start eating, bro. They're just small. We're so used to having a jumbo-sized D-line.
Want 24/7. More stories.
Unstoppable.
More highlights. More big-time playmakers. Plus, catch up to 4 games at once so you'll never miss more shots, spikes, and scores. Download the Big Ten Plus app today. It's always game on.
Tonight, Nebraska has 662 yards of offense. This is the 11th highest output in school history in total yards, and their most since a game against Northwestern in 2021.
Here comes the kick return. Can't play games here. I mean, do you guys care about the shutout? I do, just for the sake of it.
Drive recaps the entire day around the conference.
But I kind of feel bad for Akron.
Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app. I don't think it's been a full moon kind of day. Things seem to have gone according to plan in most of the games so far. We'll have to see how Oklahoma and Michigan turn out.
I think that assessment is probably about perspective. I mean, from Akron's perspective, maybe they do feel like this is a bit of a full moon type of day.
Well, they've had a rough go of it tonight. Talked with Joe Moorhead, their head coach, yesterday, and he said,
hand off, keeper, nope.
He felt like they had
hand off to the right. It's going to get him a few yards.
21 points that they left off the board because of a lack of execution. But the assessment probably would be different tonight. There obviously have been their moments, but this has been dominance by and large part from the beginning of the game.
And even
my guy, Hogleg Holgerson.
Receivers now field position, certainly big advantage Nebraska early.
Shutting everybody up.
Backed up from a Zips perspective, but as they got into the second quarter, there were some chances where Ben Finley fit some balls into tight coverage. A lot of them were dropped.
Little pitch play out to the edge. Stuffed.
Up to the 40-yard line.
Who is that? Merritt. Dawson Merritt with the great tackle.
Had 30 yards on the ground last week.
And frankly, partner, that for a number of years between multiple coaching staffs, that was the similar discussion that was being had about Nebraska. Now, certainly not in a deficit like this, but the idea of near misses. And this fan base has discussed near misses so much, experienced so many failed efforts where it was almost there.
3-10 and 1 scored games in the first 2 years under Matt Rule.
A QB keeper gonna get him some yardage.
With the first third down.
A grab of the jersey keeps him from going deeper. They are getting close to field goal range. They might get something, folks. They might score.
Last week, and obviously a huge number on the board tonight. Johnson does escape here for 17 yards.
The angle of pursuit, so important. You're coming down from the third level. You want to force that football, hammer it back into your teammates. They allowed Michael Johnson Jr. to turn the corner and get into space.
And Johnson will remain in the game at quarterback.
Keeper
and again,
on the read option.
Receiver Marcel Williams on the edge. And the run is to the 39.
Oh, we missed 5 memberships. 5 memberships given out by Living in Omaha, Dave Matney. Thank you. You guys check out his. Check out David if you're looking for a realtor. Am I right, David?
To Akron with the Zips. Joe Moorhead has been.
We got Kazaki Senju, Iowa Bassman, Chang, Verley Toomey.
Looked like he was going to throw, then decides to run. And
Stuff in. Going to be 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7. And Planet Smoke.
Jordan Ochoa among those on the stop for Nebraska.
Our newest hogleg group.
Ochoa normally rotating in.
Thank you, David. I need to get some new emojis for the members. Need to work on that tonight.
With his shoulders square, popping his weight back and forth before the ball carrier declared.
3rd and 7 at the
3rd and 7, Johnson in shotgun at the 45. Oh, bad snap, a Jeff Sims snap. A Jeff Sims snap picked up. Is that Maverick Noonan? Is that my boy Noonan?
Maverick Noonan recovers the fumble.
Yeah, we might need, I don't know. Should we switch from bug eaters to hog legs? I kind of like hog legs. Well, they pulled a Jeff Sims. You got to fire their coach, right?
In 1941, Jeep.
Like, I don't think he's a terrible coach, but this is bad, dude. Well, World Cup, I felt like, you know, as a program builder myself, I've run into the same sort of thing, is all I'm trying to say. I'll zip it. Nobody cares how many national championships I've got under me belt. But the answer is so many I can't even remember. It's just so fun to see another team, the team you're playing, low snapping field goals and kicking it off your elbows, and us not doing it, and seeing high snaps, and it's so good to finally, maybe, knock on wood, be out of that realm of football for a while. You see what happened?
No.
They were at about the 40-yard line inside.
They were?
Yeah, inside the 50. And they high snapped it out of shotgun, pulled a Jeff Sims. Maverick Noonan chased it down and beat the quarterback to it and recovered it.
Noonan's in?
Yeah.
Oh, will be dipped.
My guy,
What's
Maverick
BTA
Noonan.
mean?
BTA.
Brady. He said that earlier, too. I was going to say something then. And we play a Houston Christian next week, Brady.
Oh,
yeah. The Houston Christian. They'd probably be 35-point favorites if they were playing Oregon.
Easy
30. That's a halftime line.
Everybody knows Danny Lanning is a fraud.
Fraudulent, he says.
A fraudster. He definitely don't got no hog leg.
He's a fraud.
Okay.
It's adorable. USC woke up against Georgia Southern.
662 for Nebraska, 160.
Michigan's down 8 in the fourth quarter to y'all's Okie homie.
61-0.
Lateef got a man in motion. Hand off to Mosey. Nope, it's Ives.
Ives has a touchdown run tonight.
Gets a few yards.
This is down inside the 40-yard line. This is after.
Oh, I might have.
Tonight we have not.
Am I ahead of you or am I behind?
I don't know. I've got to do.
I'm behind.
There was a press
I'm
conference
behind.
recently, Anthony, where someone asked Archie about what it's like to be away
stay
from
where
his
you're
family, and he got very emotional. Broke down to tears about how much he missed them. His
I got
family,
bro
by the
walking
way,
off the
is
field.
here. They are watching. I
I'm ahead
would
of you then,
tell
I think.
young Archie
I
that
got 'em
you have
lining up now. I'll pause
86,000
it on
plus
the
people
snap.
who
Okay.
are ready to be your family here each and
Chiefs
every
under
game at
center.
Memorial Stadium, given the dedication
Snap.
of the fan base to this program.
It became a global story.
Yes.
After that press conference.
Snap.
Here's
Rolls
Latif.
out, looking deep-ish, throws it middle.
Another catch. There's Keelan Smith.
Wow, Keelan
with
Smith
the
with
catch
a nice
and going out of
snag.
bounds. It's a first down. Let's give you an opportunity to see and hear that emotional moment
I like
for
that we're
Archie
still
Wilson
throwing the
at a
ball.
recent press conference.
I think we need to
a
see him
rub
cry
salt in
again.
the wound. Not for rubbing salt in the wound
Yeah,
case,
that part's hard. I
to
mean,
get these guys some legit work.
I'm sorry.
They're just never gonna let this dude live down crying. It's like
Yeah, I love it a lot.
You
and
forget that these
and
are
when he does look good
18-year-olds.
passing, you're right.
Here's a snap for the
Latif.
24-yard line
Ooh,
here.
Oh my God, he got it to him! What a move, Mosey!
Another first down. Oh, wow.
Well, he's that dude, man.
Bro.
He don't go down easy.
For Archie Wilson,
Why? He's like a
not
wine.
having the opportunity to participate in tonight's game as a punter, but the way he's been enveloped into the bosom of this Nebraska community,
Archie
to your point
Bunker
about the
Wilson.
86,000 folks who are here tonight, all feeling like they'd like to be family members with Archie Wilson.
Yeah,
And his
Galactus, this
family,
is a
they were at
freshman.
The season opener at Arrowhead Stadium last
A
week.
lot of freshmen
Of
you're
staying
seeing in action
stateside
right now.
for
Yeah.
multiple weeks. To be near
just
him,
gonna
both
ask you,
parents,
talk
Feeling
his
good,
brothers,
Dylan. Feeling
You
good,
got
but at the
emotional
same
talking
time,
about
tempered.
that
We
there.
understand it's Akron. It's not.
to be on the other side
this
of
is
the
how you
Anything
should
world.
look against that.
Yep, but
From
we're
where
doing what
you
we
come
should do
from.
against a team
And
of
this
this
is all
caliber.
played out pretty recently for Archie. He's not one of these guys who's in his late 20s now as a freshman in college.
Latif with 112 yards on
First and goal
5
to 9.
completions out of 6 attempts. Gonna keep it. Gonna run it in.
Question on that one.
And officially, TJ
If his-
Latif, first Nebraska touchdown.
I need to relax. He's Akron, bro.
But still.
I like his
We're seeing the
decision making.
explosiveness
Obviously, he doesn't have a
that
world
TJ
beater
Latif
defense that he's
possesses
trying to make
as a runner
decisions
on
against.
display.
but
Right.
Not only with his legs, but
Dude's
he's certainly got a
unnecessary late
live
shot.
arm as well.
Dual threat.
Now getting into the
At
paint
this
for the
point, at
Huskers.
this juncture, if you will.
I won't.
For the fifth
People
time
leaving already.
in
Look at
school
all the
history,
open areas there.
Nebraska
Wild.
has accumulated over 700
Do they stop serving
yards
alcohol
of
at like
offense.
halftime or third quarter like they do in a lot of the other stadiums? Like
I
NFL
don't
stuff?
know.
68-0 on the extra point. Dylan Raiola.
68
There's no way I
nothing
would-
is insane, dog.
Has continued that
Neither of us
as
thought
the
this was
Huskers
gonna
are in
happen
control.
like this.
I definitely did.
All right, team, listen up. There's a national blood shortage. Big Ten schools, how do we get students?
I don't know, Brady. I don't know if this game gets us ranked.
No.
No.
Come on, dude.
And that's okay.
I don't want to be ranked.
That's okay.
We get halfway through the season or close to it, and it looks like we should be cool, but
I don't ever want to be ranked.
I don't want some bullshit ranking off of beating
Yeah.
teams you're supposed to destroy, and then when you play a good team, it's like, whoa, geez, top 25 team got dog walked by.
Mark says time for QB number 3.
I'm good with Latif.
I would think I
bro.
would
Like,
keep
wanna-
Latif in there and just keep. You already burned his. You already burned a game. Let him continue to see more looks and get more rhythm.
I think from now on, when we're on offense, you're going to see a heavy dose of runs, but
Yeah. Brandon Romansky says Brandon thought this would happen. Now he's referring to himself in the third person. Gary. All right.
as he should.
Yeah, Galactus, I agree with that. World Cup says ASU came back 17-17. Okay. I would expect that.
Your boy Scott Frost is up 54-0 in the third quarter, and they're in the red zone.
Who are they playing?
Georgia.
Obviously.
North Carolina A&T, not A&M, A&T.
Wow. It's what score? 54-0?
54-0. So if you can do that to North Carolina A&T.
Good for them.
Punter for the Huskers, Archie Wilson, getting emotional talking about missing his family who's across the world in Australia. But for the last week and for the next few weeks, his family is here in America cheering him on. He hasn't punted yet tonight, but I'm joined by his parents, Lee and Jessica, brothers Lewis and Oscar.
How would you meet the bunkers
for your family?
Last week.
They were at last game, weren't they?
We've been embraced, we've been loved, we've been.
I thought he said he had family.
A lot of people have been very generous with their food and their
fields at the
their
5,
drinks
10,
and support
15.
Oh, what a stiff arm!
Nebraska love. And
36. Go to the sideline and think about what you've done.
Think about that. Don't rewatch that.
Looked after.
Woo.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. It's pretty special.
Yeah, the last week's been crazy. We've been looking forward to this game, first game at Memorial, and wish Archie had taken the field, but it doesn't look like he's going to get out there today. But yeah, it's amazing. It's an amazing experience.
You guys were telling me how many interviews you've done, how many cameras have been in your face, and for him not to punt tonight, what are the odds of that?
Matt Rule really does need to get you and me on the staff if he wants anything to happen with this team. I'm just going to throw that out there real quick.
That's part of the thing of the team.
I'm sure
he's got a role to do when he's needed, and if he's not needed, he sits there and supports the boys on the sideline.
He knows.
Would have been nice for him to kick a ball.
He just thinks he's so sexy. He's so busy with his new sexy image.
But we're not banking on it. So
you told me Archie doesn't typically get emotional, but when he
Between
was really
Esquire
vulnerable up
and
there,
Men's
and he didn't
Fitness
think
and
that this would go viral and go
GQ
across
and
the
all
world.
them trying to
How
book
proud are
him, he
you
ain't got
of
a lot
him
of time
for just
for
being vulnerable in that moment?
Schlubs
I'm
like
extremely
you.
proud. He's worked very hard to get to where he is now.
Later, Romansky.
Yeah, I just don't think he was expecting that question.
Take her easy.
Reflect on what he'd sacrificed.
Throw out to the edge. Great wrap up of the ankle.
That was really good by defense, but that dude should have cut inside.
Yep.
And now we hope for one punt. Just one.
Just one punt.
Just one.
Fans want one punt. Come on. Yeah. We'll see.
We appreciate you guys so much. Incredible story.
Thank you for the story and supporting it. It's great. Really appreciate it.
Danny, that was a great interview.
Dad,
I love
can't
your
hear it,
question
but the
about
look on the dad's
vulnerability.
face and his
And
body
never
language
in the
is like,
history of
can we be
football
done here?
has the home fans now
he was being
wanted to
pretty
see a punt
gracious.
at the end of the game
Was
for
he?
their team.
Yeah.
He just looked.
They wanted to see a
awkward,
punt so
but like,
badly. There are 6.
And we got him down here for a 4th and 1. They should probably go for it.
Archie Wilson's
I don't know their
path
roster
here
enough
is
to
a
be
little
like,
bit unique
oh,
as he
they're on
went
their
through
second or third
Pro
string.
Kick
but
Australia like so many others have. And
this defensive
now
line was a
Ray
lot
Guy
better.
Award winners who've been produced by that program.
This
from
defensive
down under.
line is
But
better.
he got here at 18 years old.
You
Just
mean
Our
Hard-
defensive line now it looks like it's
19
doing
years
better.
old.
Yeah.
And for Archie
Not letting
Wilson
the line of
to
scrimmage
come here
move and
as a
not having holes all
teenager,
over the place, but
when
I
he
don't
gave
know
up
what
Aussie
level
rules football
if this there
at that young age, it was a
because
decision
obviously
that
isn't
he
their
and his
starting
family
quarterback.
made together.
I don't know what their line
This is a 4th and short here for Akron.
Bro, I would play my starting line against them the whole time and try to get them good experience.
With the run by
back in your
Marquise
starters.
Williams.
Yeah.
Maverick Noonan recovered a fumble a moment ago on a bad snap back to the quarterback. This is a first down converted on 4th and shorts.
Was your rant about him being an alcoholic? Was that like how you were going to stab the refs' families,
Saw that
or did
graphic
you
a
hear
moment
something
ago.
about him being an
Frankston
alcoholic?
is where Archie.
It was
Archie
absolute
Wilson is
random
from,
slander.
Suburb of
with
Melbourne.
no reality based
long
into
way
it.
away from Lincoln. Under 5 minutes left in the game. Another run here for Williams for Akron. Just outside the 35-yard line. Well, thanks to Jack Kaiser, Jared Thomas, Melanie Ricks. You just saw them calling the Purdue Southern Illinois game. Mark Followell, Anthony Herron, Danny Rogers.
Has Danny Rogers been hitting you up nonstop, or is it just me?
Here in early
Blowing the
September
phone
at Memorial
up, trying to
Stadium,
get to
leading
you,
Nebraska from the
Jesus,
kickoff
so
tonight.
annoying.
Nebraska has been in charge of this game. They have Boston en route to a 68-0 lead.
Oh, pocket collapses. He goes down.
And there it is, by the way.
We got number 57 out here.
Of the entire season.
First sack of the season.
The defensive front is on the board.
Ashton Murphy, the player on the board.
Ashton Murphy
Great
out here.
push
Let's
right
go.
Up the gut on the interior. First sack of the season for the Huskers. The D-line loving it.
He's not even listed on this depth chart.
Yeah.
Top like 3 or whatever. I don't mean this is.
Hot Rod's calling me out.
Right back to the 24.
Why would he say?
Again, Nebraska's
with
gone
his
over
383 stroker.
Running play for Williams, Marquise Williams of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
I don't know, man. You'd have to tell me whose car is faster. I wouldn't necessarily know.
This shutout being pitched by Nebraska's defense and John Butler, the way that his players, especially those in the secondary,
but I am getting a footprint gas pedal installed.
Got the opportunity
so
to essentially go back
home. He just completely changed his tune.
He led Nebraska's fantastic defense in recent seasons. And John Butler had only been here for one season last year in 2024. And a lot of the members of the secondary went to
Matt Rule said if we win a game by 70 this year, he's doing his press conference
who had
shirtless.
Previous defensive coordinator experience to
So
now
let's
get
hope
to
for a
call the
return.
plays.
Oh, heavy rush on that punt.
That's a blocking
Johnson
back.
got it
Oh,
away.
boy. Mosey with the return, though.
Mosey bounces it outside.
Get your ass off of him!
Field.
He's slippery, man.
Just
yeah, he is.
Many players for Akron down to make the stop. Down to the 31-yard line. Tomorrow, it's a volleyball triple header coming your way. First, Ohio State hosts Florida.
Yeah, Hot Rod. I've got a
Cornhuskers square off with
2017
Creighton from Omaha. They're ranked 13th in the nation against
Scat
USC
Pack
22. Live coverage begins at noon
Challenger
Eastern, 9 Pacific on the Big Ten Network and the Fox
with
Sports app.
485
John
horsepower.
Cook, the long-time now retired legendary
So it's not
volleyball
a
coach.
baby. It's not a Hellcat.
So since 2000,
How high is the spoiler on
and
that
Nebraska
thing?
#1 in
Bro,
the
you can't even
ABCA
see
poll
the
this
top
week.
of it.
90 weeks
Right,
in a
it's
quarter
pretty fast.
century that Nebraska has been ranked
It's
number
over the back
1
of the windshield.
in the nation in volleyball.
Oh, yeah. Ain't
It was
nobody,
quite a sight
nobody
to
can
behold
touch
to
that.
watch you do that math so quickly, by the
It
way.
adds like another
Very
500 horsepower
impressed.
to it.
Yeah.
By the way, into the game now is Jalen
Pull away
Gramstad. He
from
played
fighter
one
Singleton.
game
They
last
put
year.
Gramstad in.
Gramstad was the NAIA National Player of the Year in 2023 at Northwestern College in Orange City, Iowa. 2 years as a defensive back, the 2 years as a quarterback, and now in his second season at Nebraska.
That sounds nice, Hot Rod.
One other little note with a few years ago, volleyball night.
For
Nebraska,
mine being a
Dan Busby
daily
and Kelly
driver,
taking
I
over
really
the
like it.
program from
It's
her mentor,
more
John
than
Cook.
enough horsepower
happens
that
to
I
be-
would need,
No, not at all. National semifinalists last year, 33-3 season Big Ten champs. They were honored at this game
Plus
tonight.
with gas these
and
days.
this game has 2 minutes remaining. We hit the 2-minute timeout with Nebraska in front, 68-0.
Gary drives a literal monster truck, but that's a whole nother story.
This season on Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
All right, this game can be over now.
Yep. I mean, now it's just about playing the full game clean. Don't allow any points. We've still got the ball, though, right? So just run the clock out. Get out of here 68-0, and man, what can you say?
68-0. Nothing.
Hot Rod says, no, we need to make more than 77 points. Well,
We're trying to get Rule shirtless right now. Do we need 2? 3 or 2? Were we at 67, 68? Can we get one Marty Jannetty carry here? I mean, it's garbage time.
why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they?
what the
I would
fans
like a
want.
field goal, Galactus. I would love a field goal.
Like a 54-yarder.
Yeah, a deep one just to prove we got it like that. You know? Hell, I would. Then we could change our names to Kicking Ass.
I would. Chili smells so good, dude.
Got some chili cooking upstairs.
She's making some. The youngest one was making a bash. That's why one of the reasons it takes me a while when I cut in and out, trying to help her get it all dialed up.
Living in Omaha, I think Archie's going to get plenty of punts this season. I don't think we got to worry about him getting one tonight.
You do have that.
I don't want them getting any more yards.
On the Big Ten Network,
even if it's just like a
always
cheesy gainer.
Let's get you back out to the stadium.
The first play out of the 2-minute timeout.
Second and 14 for Gramstad.
Taken in the game tonight. Dylan Raiola, his
man in
career
motion,
best
hands it
passing
off.
yardage ended in the third quarter.
Ooh, is that
Good running
Charles?
there. Good running.
Very successful
Damn good
debut.
running.
And now Nebraska running the time down on their second win of the year. And
Will
we're
I
seeing
Ams.
great interviews from Danny Rogers on the sideline. We have more in terms of a
I would
big
expect you to
moment
know
for
who
Danny.
that
In
is.
the break,
I was going to say, bro, who's Williams?
the guys with the Der Wiener Schlinger.
I can't keep up with the
Launching hot dogs into the crowd. I think the trajectory looked a
the
little
roster
too high on
changes
that
each year, let alone when they
whatever language that was,
have a number for
says the
however
hot
long
dog
and then they do
launcher
the single
out
digit.
and did not shoot them in our direction unless I missed it.
Gramstad gonna throw. Nice.
Here's Gramstad.
Yikes, what a
A little more
tackle.
zip on that
Completion. He
Gramstad.
had one against UTEP last year. What a night you've had, Danny. Incredible work tonight.
The football recruits aren't the only recruits in the building. I was recruited to sling some hot dogs.
You tell some of these
into
guys,
stands.
especially
They
like
let
the
me do
backs and
3 of
stuff,
them.
they
I'm told
want
that's
to
the only
play.
hot dog machine
going hard.
in the country.
Yeah.
There's only one. There's a very
Trying to make
nice
the most out
dad
of
and
this
son who come
little
every
garbage
Sunday.
time.
They shoot off.
God, she won't
get
leave me
this,
alone, dude.
150 hot
Yeah,
dogs
she's-
into the stands.
she
Most
keeps-
of the time, these fans are
Jeez.
coming. That
She keeps
third
throwing
that
subliminal
third dog
messages
went
that
over
she
the
wants
stadium wall.
you.
They
I know
braced
it.
me for it. I didn't
Disgusting.
believe it, and that is why I was so shocked. That is the
Hand off,
highlight
up
of my
good
weekend.
for
And you know what? I'm
Booth.
going
We got
home
Connor
with-
Booth in the
I'm going
game.
home with a warm
Booth's
dog in a bun. That is my consolation prize. I'm eating that 2 seconds after this game ends.
Well, you may
Shout out to them.
You may have an interview to do. You know, you're from Detroit, Danny. That was like Reggie Jackson hitting a home run out of Tiger Stadium in the All-Star game back in 1971.
We got third and 2, 20 seconds
By
to
the way, you
go.
mentioned
Trying to
that's
get a
the only
playoff, maybe.
That's the
Is this
world isn't ready
Davila?
for more than one.
We got Davila. Davila was like,
as it said.
move, bro. I want to
This
throw
guy-
the ball at least
They
once.
sent me out here to kneel on it. I'm calling
Yeah,
an audible right
yeah.
now.
6 seconds. Get in place so I can snap the ball.
Out of it. I mean, other stadiums shoot hot dogs.
And he hands it off to Connor Booth. Poor Davila.
They win tonight's game by a final of 68-0. As we look at Nebraska's upcoming schedule.
First down, we got some angry
They will tote a
Akron
That really
players
looks
that
like he's
can't
walking
just
to
let
the
it go.
number 1 tee box.
Christian.
Wow.
Then Michigan for the first Big Ten
Matt
game
Rule
of
shaking
bye week.
hands
Another
over
home game
here,
against Michigan
says,
State.
take your paycheck and shut
Impressive
up.
game number 2 for the Huskers, not only being 2-0
All right.
on the season, we have seen that before. But this is a Nebraska outfit that has
Good
grown
win,
from
man.
their first performance to the second.
Good win.
Explosiveness everywhere.
728 yards of offense tonight and a 68.
Can't say I
for Nebraska
would have put
over
any money down that we would have won like this.
I won a
No
lot
way.
of money because I predicted the score exactly. I
Oh,
predicted
wow.
each quarter score, the total score.
Wow.
I think I missed Marty Jannetty's yards, but other than that, I got everybody's stats. They just didn't use him like I thought they would.
Getting set for
Of course,
the
Hot
final
Rod.
game of
What about Hot Rod?
So, wow, Arizona State's up. Not much to say, right? I mean,
Yeah,
we handled business. We were going to say everything we've got to say really in a video, which I think we should probably get to ASAP.
Yeah, I'm down.
But what do you got to say here to
Just like kind of what I wanted to see, we saw. You know, I wish they would have had more of a quarterback running threat, but it goes both ways with the whole narrative of you can only pass the test in front of you. If the guy's not running, he's not running. I'd like to see how they would adapt to that, but I didn't see a lot of issues that they couldn't get over either way, whether things in their own way or what Akron did. Again, it's Akron, get it, but I felt like they didn't look like they should against Cincinnati. Not saying they should have done this to Cincinnati, but you shouldn't eke out a win against Cincinnati if you're going to go compete in the Big Ten. So you should do this to these types of teams if you're going to compete in the Big Ten. So I'm just glad with that, man. I'm glad there wasn't like any kind of problems or issues where it's like, dude, why do they keep doing this? Or why do they keep letting this happen? So when things weren't going well, it didn't take long. They fixed it. And after a sluggish start, the defense really keeping things in check. The offense got clicking. It was a wrap.
Everything you've been talking about, though, is stuff that you've learned through me. So
100%.
So I
finished your course. Yeah, I finished your 6-month course in 6 weeks.
You watched my TED Talks?
I'm back on the second go around.
Dale Patrick with the $9.99 dono. Thank you. Says go Big Red. I'm happy for all the Husker fans out there that are gonna just see the scoreboard and be like, oh shit, we're back.
Gonna win the World Series.
You know? Oh, Matty Rule talking. Shut up.
Kids out here that pay their own way to go to school. So to get them in the game, to me, is the most important thing. A lot of credit for Akron. They played hard to the very end. It was a clean game. But, yeah, getting everyone in is important to us.
We keep talking about the explosive plays because that was the talk in the building as well. How did the offense surpass expectations tonight with that?
Well, I mean, it weren't like they were just given to us. I thought we had a lot of run after catch. I think we talked about, Isaiah Mosey in the second half. Like, he's a kid that didn't want to get tackled. So seeing guys catch the ball, catch and run, play really hard, that's all we want from our guys.
Appreciate it, Coach. Thank you
so much.
So pretty good there for Matt Rule's team. They outgained Akron by more than 550 yards, Howard. How much
your favorite team, Michigan,
read into a performance like this? I mean, I know there's excitement around Dana Holgorsen, this offense, Dylan Raiola. Felt like.
But thank you guys for hanging out with us. Before we go, we'll have a video out, but just want to throw it out there. Want to welcome our new sponsors to the channel, Profit X. It's a predictions market. If you guys want to check them out, use code RANT, and they'll match you, I believe, up to $200 for your first month of play. And it's pretty cool. I think Gary's going to use it a lot.
I'm not a gambler.
Well, good, because it isn't gambling. It's a predictions market.
Oh, shit.
Okay. So get that right or pay the price.
I don't want to pay the price.
So we'll have more on that real quick. Raiola going to talk.
After 700 yards,
that's not Patrick
68 points on that board. How did this offense do it?
Yeah, we just made a bunch of routine plays. And after that, like our guys caught and made guys miss. And there was downfield blocking, and the O-line blocked their tails off all night. So I could have been more proud of this group. I'm just glad we came out with the win, and we got all our, like, my goal was, like, I'm going to get my brothers in, and they came in and did their thing.
Where did you grow the most here in week 2?
I mean, everybody wanted to see me push the ball down the field, so I guess you could say that, but it was just fun. Like, I feel like I'm playing in the backyard, being fun, having it as a kid, so I'm blessed.
Your defense scored a safety. Your special teams blocked a field goal, and it was a defensive shutout. How great is it to have all 3 phases locked in like that?
Yeah, that hasn't happened around here in a long time, and for them to come out here, and even like our 2s and our 3s, they came out here and shut them out. So you can just see what kind of culture Coach Rule's built, and yeah, like I said, we're glad we won.
Thanks, Dylan. Congrats.
Thank you.
All smiles.
Other game that just ended here on the Big Ten Network, Purdue and Southern Illinois. Ryan Brown,
Bradley
really
Mustaine
nice start to this year.
As are you.
Branch, one of the guys.
Bradley Mustaine with the $5 donuts. The special teams look a lot better this year. Indeed, they do. It's almost as if Eckler is all we needed.
I mean, he has put 2 kicks out of bounds in 2 games, which is more than Foley did his entire career. But hey, no, I'm just kidding. It is definitely better.
It is improved. Yeah. We'll see you guys soon. Be looking out. We're going to try to drop right away post-game video on this game. Until then, go Big Red.